HD3.
We'll get you ready for all of tonight's action with our keys to the game, starting lineups, colors of the game, and more.
And now DeVries racing ahead the other way, and a no-look pass to Josiah Voss. A highlight reel dime from Tyson DeVries.
Yeah, great vision there to get that ball to him.
Bourne looking for another three-pointer. It's good.
Reddick Bourne.
Bourne heat check. Step back, nothing but net. 6 3-pointers for Reddick Bourne. 35 points.
Warner drives the lane, kicks it out to Kennedy Van Vark for three.
There it is.
Yes! Kennedy Van Vark makes it a 2-possession game.
There it is. Great driving kick.
Now let's head to the gym for all the exciting action of South Central Iowa high school basketball on the one to count on for today's local sports coverage, KNIA and KRLS.
Welcome back to this edition of Pella Christian High School Basketball 2025 edition here. Tyler Crabb and Wynn Veenstra here with you for the Scooters Coffee Radio pregame show. Scooters Coffee in Pella, amazing people, amazing drinks, amazingly fast. Wynn, excited to be here with you in the new year. We've made it through another calendar year.
We got off to a start of the new year. It's a little chilly, but at least, you know, we got a nice warm gym to be in to call a basketball game.
Absolutely right. We're going to get more on that here in just a minute, but you know, Eagles coming into the coming out of the break, trying to get off of that losing streak that they had right before the break there, dropping their final three. Obviously, 3 great opponents on the schedule there with Norwalk, Des Moines Christian, and Grandview Christian. So you look at that and you see 3 losses. It's not like it's one of those things where you look at it and it's like, man, we got beat by teams that are we're just supremely better than, things like that. But also just disappointing that that's the way you went into break, trying to snap that coming into the new year here.
Well, you always like to go into the little break with some momentum and give yourself a positive attitude for practice time, because it does get to be kind of a drudge there for a couple weeks with no games and a lot of practice in there. But you've got to also look at the fact you're playing some really good teams, and you know the rest of the conference season coming up is not going to be an easy task for the boys either. So they've got to take their chances, and they got to work on what they can and play good teams and get better as they go. And tonight they're going to play a team that they probably match up with pretty well and have a chance to come out with a win.
Yeah, we'll find out here in a little bit. Again, it's Pella Christian versus West Branch here on KNIA, KRLS.com, and on the Pella Christian YouTube channel. And currently the JV game is going on in front of us. Right now, the Pella Christian boys JV squad up 37-22 on West Branch in the game before our action tonight. We do have some Pingles Home Store instant radio updates to give before we get too far into things here. It is Pella 21, Knoxville 2 after a quarter over in Knoxville. That game is on 2 different stations tonight. The Pella Perspective is with Trevor Castle on 92.1 KRLS. The Knoxville Point of View is on 95.3 KNIA with Clayton Sampson on the call of that one. We also have the Newton girls basketball team taking on Des Moines Hoover right now. Those are double headers over there. The Newton game can be heard live on the KRLS 3 stream with Randy Van on the call. Newton girls lead 25-15 at the half. So that is where things kind of stand. In our other games in the area, our game time temperature tonight presented by Van Haften Plumbing and Heating is 18 degrees. As you mentioned, Wynn, a little bit of a chilly start to the new year.
Yeah, it really wasn't bad out today, though. The wind wasn't real strong, and so if you can get out of the wind, it was pretty pleasant. So, but it's winter. It's supposed to be cold.
That it is, and while it's only 18 degrees outside, it's nice and comfortable inside the Pella Christian High School gym. If your home isn't staying comfortable during this cold Iowa winter, call on the cooling and heating experts at Van Haften Plumbing and Heating in Pella. You'll rest easy when you pick up the phone and hear
Van Haften.
We'll go ahead and take our first time out here on the Scooters Coffee Radio pregame show. We'll be back with more of the Scooters Coffee Radio pregame show for Pella Christian and West Branch boys basketball when we return here on 92.1 KRLS.
This Christmas season, PellaMotors.com is spreading joy with deals that will light up your year. Right now, get $17,000 off a new Dodge Durango or take home a new Chevy Silverado with $16,000 off. Looking for a GMC? Save $10,000 on a new Sierra. And don't miss $9,000 off a new Ram Bighorn. PellaMotors.com wishes you peace, joy, and incredible savings this Christmas. And drive home with an amazing deal.
The staff at Pella Real Estate Services would like to say thank you to all the area residents who have supported our growing business.
We're now so much more than just Mike and Sarah Bouquet and feel honored to be of service to this great community and surrounding areas.
We want to wish everyone and their families a truly hope-filled new year.
Call any member of our team at 628-1BUY and ask how we can assist you this new year.
That's 628-1BUY for Pella Real Estate Services.
Winter's here, and with it comes whiteout driving conditions and icy roads. Upgrade your tires and stuff up your savings before winter with a trip to Raceway Tire and Exhaust. Raceway's auto experts have everything you need to keep your car in top driving shape for the weather to come. From Firestone destination tires to batteries, wiper blades, and more, they've got what you need to get you on the go. So accelerate through winter with new Firestone destination tires. Stop into Raceway Tire and Exhaust today.
Raceway Tire and Exhaust.
We got what you need
to get you on the go.
Vanderlinden Services is your trusted family-owned plumbing and HVAC business. I'm Austin Vanderlinden. Our team has years of experience and commitment to treating every customer like family, and our trusted technicians take pride in their work. Plus, we offer the best in York HVAC residential and commercial systems. Call me today for reliable, friendly service that you can trust. Vanderlinden Services, the best for the job.
As part of the recent upgrade to our Cartrol gas station at Two Rivers Cooperative in Pella, we now have a diesel blender pump with 5 different options available. Now through March, you can select straight number 1 diesel or choose from 4 different blends of number 1 and number 2 to get the right mix to keep your diesel vehicle from gelling during our cold Iowa winter. Look for our diesel blender pump at the Cartrol gas station at Two Rivers Cooperative in Pella.
The home and field advantage, Two Rivers Co-op.
If you're hardworking, dependable, and have construction or electrical experience, DeYoung Door Service in Pella is looking for you. But they know that you're hard to find, and your skills are desirable and valuable. That's why for the right person with the right skills, they'll start you off at $25 an hour, plus a weekly stipend for health insurance. If we're talking to you, and you'd like to be trained by the best to become one of the gurus, call DeYoung Door Service at 628-8736.
Hi, this is Kurt DeYoung. We're the gurus of garage doors. DeYoung Door Service in Pella.
At Bruxford's, we're here to make your house your home. What you put inside your house can help make the difference between whether you enjoy spending time there or not. We'll help you turn your house into a functional, warm, welcoming, lived-in home. Stop in and visit with any member of our team about appliances, furniture, bedding, floor covering, window treatments, and accessories to make your house your home at Bruxford's Home Center, 405 Truman Road in Pella.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Ask me, Lance Klein, at the Verduff Agency in Pella. Auto Owners make sense for you.
Welcome back here to the Scooters Coffee Radio pregame show on 92.1 KRLS. It is KNIA, KRLS.com tonight and the Pella Christian YouTube channel. And we are just over halfway through the fourth quarter here on the downside of things in the JV basketball game for the Pella Christian boys. It's 37-27. The Eagles lead the Bears of West Branch here in this contest. And we've got a new sponsor. We're going to mention them a couple times throughout the night here because we're going to look at what's coming up because we are out of the break now. It's the Road Ahead presented by Integrity Comfort Solutions. Looking at what's up for the Eagles here. They start off with West Branch for the boys. The girls, they make their return to the court on Tuesday up at Newton. And then the boys also going to be up there at Newton for that game on Tuesday as well. So going to be interesting to see how they get ready for the meat of that conference schedule, because after Newton, who girls are improving.
Yeah, they're getting better.
The boys are still figuring things out. They've started out pretty well, but they're still figuring some things out as well. After you get through Newton, then you go Pella, Knoxville, Dallas Center Grimes, Indianola. That's a tough stretch of games right there out of the break. So this one, a good test for the boys to get things going. And then the girls, they'll get their test on Tuesday against Newton. That's kind of the road ahead for them, but going to be interesting to see what they'll have in those contests. So that is the road ahead presented by Integrity Comfort Solutions. They have added service to their roster. If your home has a plumbing, heating, or cooling emergency, get comfortable with Integrity Comfort Solutions. Again, we will mention that throughout the night, but here on our pregame coverage, we watch the Eagles start to pull away yet again. West Branch had started to claw their way back in just a little bit, but the Eagles have stretched their lead back out to 13 here and should sit comfortably over the final minute 40 against West Branch. Although West Branch with a three-point play to cut it back down to 11, potentially 10. So the announcer's kiss of death there, I guess, on that one.
Made a nice move along the baseline there, put it off the glass, and got the foul to give him an opportunity for three-point play. Keeps it within the possibilities. It's probably not likely, but within possibilities.
That it does, and we looked at our game time temperature. We'll continue to look at our notes on tonight's contest between Pella Christian and West Branch, and look at these two teams when we return with more of the Scooters Coffee Radio pregame show on KNIA, KRLS.com. Before we take a timeout, you're listening to Pella Christian Basketball, powered by Bank Iowa, on KNIA, KRLS.com, the KRLS2 stream, and KRLS HD2, Knoxville, Pella. Everyone has a goal and inspiration, a reason for being, whatever that is for you. Bank Iowa says,
let's make it happen.
And we will be back again with more of the Scooters Coffee Radio pregame show on 92 point, or on KNIA, KRLS.com, and on the Pella Christian YouTube channel right after this.
Hi, this is Chuck Vanderwall with Ulrich Ford Lincoln in Pella, where we've been helping people find their dream car or a new car since 1935. My favorite is my 1963.5 Galaxy 500 two-door.
I'm Todd Vanderwall, and we love seeing people smile when they drive their new vehicle off the lot. It's fun to get a new car. My favorite is my 1974 Ford Bronco.
I'm Tegan, and I don't have as many cool cars as Dad or Grandpa, but I love my Bronco Sport. When it's time for a new vehicle, come see us at Ulrich Ford Lincoln in Pella.
We're taking care of you.
You gave your kids a new puppy or kitten for Christmas. Let's make sure we take care of him. This is Dr. Tim Yoder with Tri-County Veterinary Clinic in Pella, and we have a new puppy and kitten program that provides the attention they need. It involves physical exams, vaccinations, diets, and most importantly, information for you, so that you can provide the best care for your new family member. Schedule your new puppy or kitten visit by calling Tri-County Veterinary Clinic in Pella.
They're the veterinarians.
Yes, we are. We're the veterinarians.
They take care of pets because they love them.
Run Bobby to basketball, pick up Susie from dance. If your calendar sounds like this, you need to let the professionals at Van Manen, Seatstra, Meyer, and Nickel help you with your income taxes. And erase one thing from your schedule this year. They offer a convenient drop-off service, so you won't have to sit through an appointment. Just drop off your tax information between 8 and 6, Monday through Friday, or 8 to noon on Saturdays, and they'll prepare your tax returns in about a week. Then come back at your convenience to sign and file the returns.
Save time and gain peace of mind with Van Manen, Seatstra, Meyer, and Nickel.
Cold days call for the warm flavors of the season at Scooters Coffee and Pella. Try the Queen Frostine Sugar Cookie Latte or Blender, available iced or brewed. Or warm up with the Mr. Mint Mocha Hot Chocolate, also available as a blender. Fuel up before you head out for a busy day of shopping at Scooters Coffee and Pella. Scooters Coffee, amazing drinks, amazing people, amazingly fast. And your cozy stop on cold days. Van Gorp Edwards Insurance is an independent agency representing many of the top insurance companies. They offer insurance coverage on home and auto, business and manufacturing, farm, agribusiness, and crop insurance, as well as personal health, life, and long-term care. With this kind of flexibility, they'll provide you with the best insurance package to build the best option risk portfolio to meet your needs. Switching insurance companies isn't as hard as you think. Call Van Gorp Edwards Insurance today to find out how easy it really is.
The new year often brings colder temperatures to Iowa, which means snow and ice. Even though we work hard to keep the lights on, sometimes Mother Nature has a plan in store. If your power goes out, please give us a call to let us know and then hang tight while we fix power lines. If there is a large storm, follow us on Facebook for power restoration updates. And remember to stay away from any down lines outside. Assume it's live and not safe. Looking out for you, we're Pella Cooperative Electric.
Pella Corporation is proud to be a part of our communities and supporting the children of their workers. They're honored to be recognized once again as one of America's top workplaces for diversity. At Pella, they value inclusion and community, ensuring a bright future for all. Thank you for making Pella Corporation a trusted name in homes across the country. Because at Pella Corporation, they're building more than just windows and doors.
Did you know that Van Haften Plumbing and Heating is more than just your local Dave Lennox Premier dealer? If you're planning a bathroom remodeling project, we can help. Van Haften's carries tubs and showers, lavatories and faucets, toilets, even Whirlpool tubs and shower doors. We can order just the products if you're a do-it-yourselfer, or our experts can handle the installation for you. If a bathroom remodel is in your future, call Van Haften Plumbing and Heating in Pella.
Welcome back here on KNIA, KRLS.com, and on the Pella Christian YouTube channel. We are almost to our main event of the evening. It is Pella Christian versus West Branch. As many Central students I see rolling their way in down here on the front row. Many of the boys basketball players as well, a part of that, coming to support the Eagles tonight, including the two-time American Rivers Conference MVP Joshua Van Gorp, the alum from over here. They get ready for a big one tomorrow against Coe College to kick off a huge stretch of American Rivers Conference play for them. I'll be over there in Cedar Rapids for that game tomorrow, and that can be heard live on 92.1 KRLS. Should be some fun contests over there against the Coe Hawks. Been very competitive games over the last couple years, and wouldn't mind seeing Josh get another chance at what he did last year against the Coe Hawks, going for 48 points, the single game record for Central over there. Wouldn't mind seeing that again.
Yeah, that'd go a long way to making you win the game, wouldn't it? If
yeah.
You could get 48 out of one man.
Hey, if he wanted to go for 50 and break his own record, I wouldn't be opposed. He was close to getting 50 last year, just couldn't quite get that last bucket before they had to take him out because they were ahead by so much. But going to be a lot of fun. But regardless, we're here for Pella Christian and West Branch. We look at these two teams. Pella Christian doesn't have on paper that one go-to scorer as of yet, but they do possess a lot of balance here early in the season. That's one thing that stands out with this Eagles squad when you look at the stats.
Yeah, as I look at this team, that's the one thing that I would say is lacking, is that one guy that you can count on getting you a bucket when you have to have one. It's getting late in the game. You've got the ball and you need a possession where you score. They don't know if they have that one guy they can count on, but they have tons of depth. There's 12 or 13 guys that can play. Coach Van White can put any of them in at any time and not worry about them costing in the game. He just hasn't found that one guy he can count on to say, yes, I need a basket right now, and here's what we're going to do to get it.
Yeah, and you saw some of that balance against Grayview Christian the other night. It was Landon Franzman's turn to really kind of power the offensive side of things. He's done really well on the glass so far this year, but that was really kind of the first game where Landon really found a strong presence on the offensive side of things. So it'll be interesting to see who steps up tonight against West Branch. West Branch, you look at their stats, they're 2-5 through 7 games this year, and they basically only have the guy because they only run basically 6 guys in their lineup. That's what they've run all year. They've got 14 guys on the roster. Only 7 have seen varsity action, and only 6 of them are averaging more than a point a game. So going to be really interesting to see how the Eagles slow down those top guys for the Bears tonight. When you look on paper, though, these are two pretty evenly matched teams so far. The Eagles averaging 56 points a game, West Branch averaging 50. So going to be really interested to see what Coach Van Wyck's drawn up defensively to slow down what the Bears want to do.
Yeah, just a matter of, do you play man-to-man? Do you play zone? Where they get those points from those two good players? Are they driving? Are they shooting? And just you adjust your defense. That's one thing that, again, with the number of bodies that they've got that can play, they can make those adjustments and put in the right guys for whichever situation they need.
Yeah, it should be pretty interesting. Again, you look at this Bears team, we talk about it, their one guy tonight is Jaden Harris, who will wear number 11. He's averaging 16 a game, and overall is a nice player for the Bears on the stat sheet. So going to be interested to see who draws that assignment. I would imagine it kind of depends on the size. You might see one of the guards, or Gilbert Flagel, I know, has drawn some of those tough assignments here early in the season. So it'll be interesting to see what Coach Van Wyck's got up his sleeve for this Bears team tonight. We'll get you those starting lineups here in just a little bit, presented by Vanderlinden Services. But again, you're listening to the Scooters Coffee Radio pregame show here on 92.1 KRLS. And we do have a couple of quick Pingles Home Store Instant Radio updates to give you. Pella girls basketball leads Knoxville 45-7 at halftime. And the Newton girls basketball team has gone up by 20, 47-27 over Des Moines Hoover after 3. So those games are well underway over at their respective sites. Again, the Newton Des Moines Hoover game can be heard live on the KRLS 3 stream with Randy Van when you're done with this one, or Pella and Knoxville. You can hear Pella's point of view on 92.1 KRLS and the Knoxville perspective on 95.3 KNIA. We are here on the KRLS 2 stream for Pella Christian and West Branch basketball, and back with more of the Scooters Coffee Radio pregame show after this on 92.1 KRLS.
All throughout the Pella community, you see touches of Holland and classic Dutch architecture, but there's one place that truly takes you right into the heart of Amsterdam, the Molengraat Plaza just south of the square. With a beautiful brick wall featuring a winding canal, a working drawbridge, and a classic old world atmosphere, you'll find Pella's finest lodging at the Amsterdam Hotel, dining with Liberty Street Kitchen and Oriental Express, beautiful U Salon, Pella Nail Salon, the Pella Window and Door Showroom, and many service businesses. You could even take in a movie at Pella Cinemas. Good luck to our local sports teams from the Molengraat in Pella.
Look at me, I'm a superhero. And I'm building a fort.
If your furniture is getting a workout, it's time to visit Pingles Home Store in Pella. They've got durable, stylish furniture that stands up to all the fun your kids can dish out.
We love Pingles.
Come to Pingles Home Store today and find the perfect furniture for your family. Pingles Home Store. Real people, real service, real dependability.
Hi, this is Dalton Buck with Hy-Vee. We understand that times are difficult and we want to do our part to help out. That's why we've lowered the prices on thousands of items throughout the store. These are new everyday low prices on thousands of items. And we also still have other ways to save, like our Hy-Vee Perks program and tons of digital coupons online in the Hy-Vee app. It's our mission to make lives easier, healthier, and happier. Stop in today and see our new everyday low prices on thousands of items at Hy-Vee.
A new year is here, and at Marion County Bank, we're kicking it off by challenging you to shop local. Every dollar spent at a local business helps to build the communities we all love. Together, we can make a difference.
Hi, I'm Brian Hoosier from Marion County Bank. I shop local because another word for local is home, and I want to support the place that I call home.
Join Marion County Bank in supporting local businesses. Learn more at marioncountybank.com. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
The wipers in the car go swish, 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 swish. The wipers in the car go swish, swish, swish at Central Tire and Auto.
Winter brings slushy, sleety, icy weather that's even more annoying if your wipers can't keep your windshield clean. For tires, front-end work, their no-appointment oil change, full mechanical work on your vehicle, and the important little things like new wipers, stop and see Sean DeWard and his crew next to Walmart in Pella.
At Central Tire and Auto.
When you eat at Culver's, you're enjoying fresh food, not just fast food. I'm Tim Grotenhuis, owner of Culver's Restaurant in Pella, and we pride ourselves on making your order fresh every time. Our never frozen burgers are made fresh just the way you want it. Our chicken sandwiches and chicken strips are made fresh. We don't make them ahead of time and let them sit under a warmer. And we slow turn our frozen custard in small batches all day so it's at its very best. What can we make fresh for you today at Culver's Restaurant in Pella?
Win winter with the Toro Power Clear Single Stage Snowblower that is loaded with power in a compact size. They are easily maneuverable and clear snow down to the pavement. Get your power clear at DeRuyter Lawn Equipment in Pella. Toro, America's #1 snowblower brand.
Weather any storm with the Toro Flex Force electric snowblower that has the most powerful 60-volt battery in its class. Plus, you get the same rugged construction as Toro's gas-powered models. Get your Flex Force snowblower at DeRuyter Lawn Equipment. Toro, America's #1 snowblower brand.
Hi, this is Mike at Langstrad Auto Body. It's deer season again, and I know from experience that whether you're in your car or in the timber, there's one out there with your name on it. They always say if a deer jumps out in front of you, aim right at it. The good and bad of that is that some of you will be visiting your local meat locker, and the rest will be visiting us at Langstrad Auto Body. Whether it's a deer or some unfortunate accident, you know that Langstrad Auto Body is there for you with a lifetime written warranty and satisfaction 100% guaranteed. Langstrad Auto Body, where you don't have to look for a quality repair.
Welcome back here on KNIA, KRLS.com, and on the Pella Christian YouTube channel. We again are getting ready for the Pella Christian boys basketball squad against West Branch here on the Scooters Coffee Radio pregame show. And the Eagles warming up. We do have our starting lineups in for the contest tonight. The starting lineups are presented by Vanderlinden Services. And we'll start with the visitors with the West Branch Bears. Your starting lineups for the Bears tonight. It'll be number 3, Brandon Peterson. Number 5, Brennan Dale. Number 10, Lincoln Neighbor. Number 11, Jaden Harris. And number 35, Brandon Pickett. So one thing that I do find interesting is Nathan Hills, who is their number 3 scorer on the season, comes off the bench for them. So it'll be interesting to see how long West Branch leaves him on the bench, considering he's the number 3 scorer. Because
maybe use the Iowa State philosophy, bring in your best player off the bench.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, you know, he is only the 3rd leading scorer, but kind of interesting dynamic there. So we'll see what kind of what the philosophy there is for West Branch tonight. Now your starting line is presented by Vanderlinden Services for the Eagles, and it'll be the same 5 starting tonight that it was before the holiday break for the first 6 contests of the year. For the Eagles, it'll be number 2, Deacon Branderhorst. Number 4, Gilbert Flagel. Number 13, Garrett Wheelard. Number 25, Landon Fransman. And number 35, Cooper Sprunk. Those are your starting lineups for tonight's contest, presented by Vanderlinden Services, a family-based business that treats their customers like family. For any plumbing and HVAC services you need, call Austin at Vanderlinden Services. We'll go ahead and take a look at our first look at the Marion County Bank radio scoreboard for tonight's contest and just a couple of games on our airwaves tonight. We have Pella Christian and West Branch here for you on the KRLS2 stream and on the Pella Christian YouTube channel. Over in Knoxville tonight, the Pella girls currently lead Knoxville 45-7. The boys game will follow that one. And then in Newton, the Cardinals of Newton, the girls lead Des Moines Hoover 47-27 after 3 quarters of play. And that is our Marion County Bank radio scoreboard. Marion County's financial leader is Marion County Bank, with offices in Pella, Knoxville, and Melcher, Dallas. They are serving you and building community across the county. We will continue with more of the Scooters Coffee Radio pregame show when we return here on KNIA and KRLS.com right after this.
The The wipers in the car go swish, 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 swish. The wipers in the car go swish, swish, swish at Central Tire and Auto.
Winter brings slushy, sleety, icy weather that's even more annoying if your wipers can't keep your windshield clean. For tires, front-end work, their no-appointment oil change, full mechanical work on your vehicle, and the important little things like new wipers, stop and see Sean DeWard and his crew next to Walmart in Pella.
Knoxville Hospital and Clinics is a proud supporter of our area youth and wish all athletes the best of luck as they compete in sports this year. At Knoxville Hospital and Clinics, student athletes receive the area's best orthopedic care, physical therapy, and access to the latest technologies and equipment. When an injury puts you on the sidelines, trust our professionals to get you back in the game. For more information on our services and providers, visit knoxvillehospital.org. Good luck to all area athletes.
It seems like everything today charges via USB. How many of your receptacles have USB ports? Sure, they make adapters, and you probably have a couple dozen laying around. But wouldn't it be easier to just plug it straight into a wall receptacle? At Centerpoint Electric, we're here to help with any electrical problem you have, big or small. Let us install USB receptacles throughout your house so you can ditch the adapters and charge with ease. Check us out online at centerpoint-electric.com. We're wired for excellence.
What's the coolest thing made in Iowa? The Vermeer ZR5 1200 self-propelled baler. More than 225,000 employees work in manufacturing in the state of Iowa, producing nearly $40 billion in annual output. So we're incredibly proud at Vermeer to be the first ever winner of the Coolest Thing Made in Iowa award. We've been manufacturing equipment in Pella for more than 75 years and work hard every day with a spirit of innovation by simply searching for a better way to do hard work. We're Vermeer, equipped to do more.
Hi, this is Dalton Buck with Hy-Vee. We understand that times are difficult and we want to do our part to help out. That's why we've lowered the prices on thousands of items throughout the store. These are new everyday low prices on thousands of items. And we also still have other ways to save, like our Hy-Vee Perks program and tons of digital coupons online in the Hy-Vee app. It's our mission to make lives easier, healthier, and happier. Stop in today and see our new everyday low prices on thousands of items at Hy-Vee.
How much has your internet bill gone up recently? If you're a Pella Fiber customer, you know that it hasn't gone up at all, because all residential customers get 1 gig of fiber internet for only $75 a month. And that's not an introductory offer that'll go away in a few months. That's the everyday low price for fast, reliable fiber internet from a local utility that's here to take care of you if any problems arise. Make the switch today and join the thousands of Pella Fiber customers getting a gig for just $75 a month by going to PellaFiber.com.
Winter's here, but your roof still needs the best. At Dutch Mill Supply, they offer top quality CertainTeed shingles to keep your home protected all season long. Durable, reliable, and designed for winter weather, CertainTeed shingles ensure your roof stands strong against snow, ice, and wind.
Dutch Mill Supply, located in Pella, is your only locally owned, one-stop, full-service lumberyard and building material supplier. My name is Joshua Payne. My staff and I are here daily for professional service from the guy next door.
You gave your kids a new puppy or kitten for Christmas. Let's make sure we take care of him. This is Dr. Tim Yoder with Tri-County Veterinary Clinic in Pella, and we have a new puppy and kitten program that provides the attention they need. It involves physical exams, vaccinations, diets, and most importantly, information for you, so that you can provide the best care for your new family member. Schedule your new puppy or kitten visit by calling Tri-County Veterinary Clinic in Pella.
They're the veterinarians.
Yes, we are. We're the veterinarians.
They take care of pets because they love them.
Welcome back here on KNIA, KRLS.com, the KRLS2 stream, and on the Pella Christian YouTube channel as we get ready for tonight's solo boys contest against West Branch for the Pella Christian Eagles. Both teams have returned to their benches. 20 seconds to go before we get all the pregame festivities underway. And, win should be a fun night of basketball. This was a highly competitive game a year ago in West Branch. I remember having to watch that one through the stream, like many of our viewers are doing tonight through the Pella Christian YouTube channel. Thankfully, we didn't get to see it in person this year, but should be another fun one on Eagle Lane tonight.
Yeah, good tradition behind the West Branch team, so you know they're going to even though they're down a little bit in numbers as far as returners and whatnot, they're going to give a pretty good effort.
Should be a lot of fun. So both teams lining up here as we get ready for the national anthem and our pregame prayer. We will step away. We'll be back after this. You've been listening to the Scooters Coffee Radio pregame show. Scooters Coffee in Pella, amazing people, amazing drinks, amazingly fast. We'll be back here on KNIA, KRLS.com right after this.
Who's always open? Anytime Fitness. For the last 16 years, Anytime Fitness has been open 24 hours a day, every day of the year. Our award-winning gym allows you to work out on your schedule. With state-of-the-art equipment, expert trainers, a welcoming community, and the convenience of around-the-clock access, you're sure to find a fitness home with us. It's your fitness, done your way, at Anytime Fitness in Pella.
Look at me, I'm a superhero. And I'm building a fort.
If your furniture is getting a workout, it's time to visit Pingle's Home Store in Pella. They've got durable, stylish furniture that stands up to all the fun your kids can dish out.
We love Pingles.
Come to Pingle's Home Store today and find the perfect furniture for your family. Pingle's Home Store. Real people, real service, real dependability.
This Christmas season, PellaMotors.com is spreading joy with deals that will light up your year. Right now, get $17,000 off a new Dodge Durango or take home a new Chevy Silverado with $16,000 off. Looking for a GMC? Save $10,000 on a new Sierra. And don't miss $9,000 off a new Ram Bighorn. PellaMotors.com wishes you peace, joy, and incredible savings this Christmas. And drive home with an amazing deal.
Did you know that Connecticut's physical therapy has occupational therapy for kids? They work with kids like me to help with paying attention in class, following directions at home and school, learning how to tie shoes, overall coordination, managing my big emotions, and more. We have a lot of fun at Kinetic Edge and work on these skills through movement and play. Visit KineticEdgeBT.com for more information.
Welcome back here on KNIA, KRLS.com. Tyler Crabb and Wynn Veenstra here with you inside the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth on KNIA, KRLS.com, and on the Pella Christian YouTube channel. West Branch here on Eagle Lane, taking on your Pella Christian Eagles. A quick run through on some of our pregame details here. Our colors of the game for tonight's contest for the Bears of West Branch. They're in the road black uniforms with red numbers, red lettering, white trim. For Pella Christian, it's the home whites with the maroon trim, maroon numbers, and gold outline on those numbers and letters. Sorry, gold lettering, with the maroon trim on the lettering. Those are the colors of the game for Pella Christian. Our starting lineup was once again presented by Vanderlinden Services. Number 2, Deacon Branderhorst. Number 4, Gilbert Flagel. Number 13, Garrett Wheelard. Number 25, Landon Franzman. And number 35, Cooper Sprunk for the Eagles. For West Branch, it's number 3, Brandon Peterson. Number 5, Brennan Dale. Number 10, Lincoln Neighbor. Number 11, Jaden Harris. And number 35, Brandon Pickett. Those are your starting lineups, once again presented by Vanderlinden Services. And here we go, Win. 2025 opening tip presented by Dutch Mill Supply.
Well, we can call it the first game of the year, even though it's really not the first game of the season, right?
Not the first game of the 2024-2025 season. First game of the new year, 2025. We are ready for you. Landon Franzman, Brandon Peterson in the center circle. Opening tip presented by Dutch Mill Supply and Pella, your only locally owned lumberyard and building material supplier. And the ball is in the air, and West Branch is down with it. So here we go. On the first possession, it'll be Jaden Harris calling out the offense for West Branch. He'll give it up to Neighbor. Now to number 5, Dale. Back to Harris. Harris looking to drive down the right side. Good defense by Flagel, and it's a pair of misses that time for West Branch. Harris and Neighbor missing those shots. Flagel driving inside to Landon Franzman. Strong take to the basket. And Landon Franzman gives us the first 2 points of 2025 here for Pella Christian.
Well, Pella Christian starts out in a man-to-man with a lot of emphasis on keeping them from driving the basket. And then on the other end, they right away try to force the ball inside and get a basket. Now they cause the turnover.
One thing you notice from the Eagles right away here is just the energy that they have opened the game with. And we're going to get an official check as Garrett Wheeler.
Little hand checking going on there.
Yeah.
They're trying to get the ball in.
Yep, so Garrett Wheeler defended by Harris. Wheeler going to get past him all the way to the basket, but shot turned away by Brandon Peterson.
Yeah. Had a lane to the basket, just not quite far enough, and he was able to block it away. Pella Christian retains it here.
So Garrett Wheeler will inbound to Deacon Branderhorst, but Branderhorst was on the sideline.
Got to know where you are on the floor. A little zone defense there for West Branch to start this part of the game here on the inbounds.
So Jaden Harris across the timeline for West Branch. Looks to get to the basket. Nothing doing there as Flagel with good defense. Shot was well off the mark as the Eagles pushed the pace. Wheeler inside for Franzman, but Franzman traveled. As he was turned, I think he shuffled the feet.
Just didn't move, but I think, like you said, he slid him just a little bit.
So Harris will set up once again, and now the Eagles will move to more of a zone look. Harris will give to Peterson on the right wing. West Branch able to beat the zone. That time is Lincoln Neighbor with the first 2 points for West Branch. Near steal for Peterson. Flagel's going to step into the mid-range. Shot goes in and out.
Good looking shot. That one was half down and just rimmed out.
Yep, so Jaden Harris looks to drive. Now he kicks to number 5, Dale. Back to Harris on the wing. Harris down low. Too strong for Pickett, but ends up in the hands of Dale. Dale drives, kicks to Peterson, who lost the handle on it right away. 10 on the shot clock. Peterson to Neighbor. Neighbor into the corner for Pickett. Pickett cross court to Peterson. Peterson, three-pointer is off the mark, and West Branch does a nice job to keep the possession alive as they get another shot. Dale off of the screen of Neighbor. Drives, kicks, Pickett corner three-pointer. Left it way short, and then Gilbert Flagels whistled for the foul.
A lot of ball from my angle. That official must have had a different angle than I had because his hand was clearly on the ball.
Yeah, so Flagel getting the call there. Maybe a little bit of hand there, but
boy,
part of the problem there is you give up second chances.
Yeah.
Gotta get those defensive rebounds there. As Lincoln Neighbor with all 3 points for West Branch as they take a 3-2 lead over Pella Christian with 5:37 to go in the first quarter.
And they stopped him twice on that possession. It was the third time when he got fouled.
The second shot is off the mark there for Neighbor. So 3-2 in favor of West Branch. 5:30 to go in the first quarter. Cooper Sprunk with the basketball. Backdoor cut to Deacon Branderhorst. Lost it on the way up for the shot. Dale with the basketball now. Nice feed down low to Neighbor, who was going for all 5 of the opening points for West Branch, but left it short. Branderhorst inside to Flagel. Flagel, quick feed to Sprunk, and Pickett's there for the rejection. So Brendan Dale kicks. Brandon Peterson, 3 from the right wing, and he leaves it short. Garrett Wheeler to head to Cooper Sprunk. Sprunk to Flagel. Corner, Branderhorst, open look at a three-pointer, in and out. But Flagel is there for the follow and gets a friendly roll.
Boy, he barely shot that hard enough to get over the rim, but it had just enough momentum to go in. Nice job of following the missed shot there.
4-3, Pella Christian leads, 4.5 to go in this opening quarter of play. Brandon Peterson drives, kicks it back out to Lincoln Neighbor. Neighbor to Harris. Harris has not been able to get it going here in the early going for West Branch. Inside, the ball goes for Neighbor. Back out, Dale gonna try a three-pointer, and that one will go. So Brennan Dale able to knock down the three-pointer as West Branch goes back ahead. 6-4, 4 minutes to go in this opening quarter of play. Nice feed from Cooper, sprung down low for Flagel, who gets a great look right underneath the basket, lays it in for two, and makes it 6-6.
They've got a big advantage inside there if they can just get the ball in.
So 6-6, Pella Christian over West Branch, 3:40 to go in the first quarter. Landon Franzman nearly forces a turnover. Now he does. Second of the game for West Branches. Branderhorst goes to the basket and cannot get the shot to go as Jaden Harris, who has been held scoreless here for the first 4.5 minutes for West Branch, commits his first foul and West Branch's first foul.
We're going to have wholesale substitutions for Pella Christian here. 4 new players coming in on the
hockey line change. Yeah. Here as 4 for Pella Christian, 1 Nathan Hills for West Branch, their leading scorer. He checks in for Brandon Peterson. Branderhorst knocking down the free throw. So Devin Runner, Wyatt Snyder, Trey Steinkamp into the game for Pella Christian, and it'll be Ben Van Weingarten set to check in on the next dead ball or after this free throw, and Branderhorst makes it, so there will be an opportunity for Van Weingarten to get into the game. So Pella Christian now 8, West Branch 6, 3:31 to go in the first quarter in a game reset wired by Centerpoint Electric, where they are wired for excellence. No timeouts, barely any stoppages thus far, as Jaden Harris gets an open look at a 3 from the right wing. No good. Rebound went to Pickett, and Wyatt Snyder picks up the foul.
Again, got a wild shot from outside, just didn't get the offense or defensive board. They get the putback and the foul.
The bad part there for Snyder, I think, was Franzman and Pickett both went for the rebound, and Franzman didn't get it and fell out of the spot to play defense on that. And Snyder got caught in a bad position trying to step in there. Pickett knocks down the first free throw to make it 8-7 with 3:15 to go in the first quarter. But misses the second, and Franzman's down with that rebound. On the other end, Trey Steinkamp will give to Franzman. Back to Steinkamp, step back three-pointer, no, but Franzman down low with the board and the foul.
Nice job of getting right in that spot. Once the miss came off the backside, Landon was ready for it. He gets fouled on the rebound, so he doesn't get to go to the line for free throws.
Foul goes on Pickett, his first, team second. Ben Van Weingarten gives to Wyatt Snyder. To Van Weingarten now to Steinkamp as West Branch moves into his zone. Runner to Van Weingarten to Snyder. Snyder gonna drive. Runner off the back iron, no good. Franzman with the board, no good. Ball still loose, and it's out off of West Branch.
Just not great position by Pella Christian players to get rebounds, but they're able to go over top of the West Branch players to at least keep the ball alive, and they get it here as it goes out of bounds.
They're doing a nice job of going up and getting those rebounds without fouling. Devin Runner off the mark on a three-pointer off of the inbound. Ball into the hands of Nathan Hills. Hills surveys, able to get it to Neighbor, now to Jaden Harris. Harris to the corner for Pickett. As Landon Franzman pokes that ball free, but then Devin Runner with an ill-advised pass, no good, and then Wyatt Snyder's gonna be fouled by Lincoln Neighbor.
Yep, totally undercut him there, trying to box him out. Wyatt's up in the air, and he just undercut him completely, didn't give him any place to come down.
Dangerous pass there by Runner, but thankfully no harm done with that one as Trey Steinkamp gets the inbound and will bring it up the court for Pella Christian.
Really didn't need to pass it there, just needed to come out with it clean and get up the floor.
Yeah, Runner out top with it, gonna kick to Ben Van Weingarten. Now to the corner for Wyatt Snyder. Snyder back out to the wing for Van Weingarten. Trey Steinkamp on the left wing. Gives to the corner for Van Weingarten, now Runner. Cross court to Steinkamp as they're looking inside for Franzman. Steinkamp says, never mind. a pull up for the triple and knocks it down. 11-7 Pella Christian, 1:38 to go in the first quarter. Harris looking to drive on Van Weingarten. Kicks to Dale, and Dale throws it away. Just the third turnover for the Bears is Cooper Sprunk going to give Landon Franzman a breather. And number 12, Ethan Miller, into the game for West Branch. He is the 7th guy for West Branch in this typical rotation that they run.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see.
Pella Christian already with 9 players in the game, so going to see what fatigue does here for the game.
That it does as the Eagles work against this West Branch zone. Wyatt Snyder to Trey Steinkamp. Now into the short corner for Cooper Sprunk to a cutting Trey Steinkamp, who had the ball knocked away. 4th Eagles turnover. Jaden Harris to Dale. Dale driving, kicks it back out to Harris. Harris, not much room, as Ben Van Weingarten there with solid defense, but a great job by Dale to force a turnover, as now Wyatt Snyder is grabbed.
Well, they've had a couple of decent rebounds there and had them taken away from them, and that time Wyatt says, I'm going to hold on to this one. Gets the foul call.
That foul goes on Jaden Harris, who just committed his 2nd foul.
Probably need him on the floor, too.
Yeah, and he's going to have to come off the floor now as Brandon Peterson comes back on.
Looks like Peterson really likes to drive, and Harris, too. They both seem to like drive to the basket, and Pella Christian's done a pretty good job of cutting off that lane.
So Trey Steinkamp will give to Van Weingarten. Van Weingarten back to Steinkamp as West Branch goes to the zone. Flagel's back in the game. Devin Runner, a good look at a corner 3 from the left side, but he left it short. And now West Branch is pushing the pace. Ball goes into the corner for Miller, who's off the mark on the 3-pointer short. And now Trey Steinkamp will hold for the final shot of this opening quarter.
Yeah, got the shot, final possession here, and the arrows. So a 2 for here. There we go.
And Trey Steinkamp gets to the basket. Didn't get a very friendly roll as Flagel
they're not going to.
is called for the travel, but it's not going to matter. The quarter was over.
Yeah.
So regardless, it's 11-7 Pella Christian over West Branch at the end of the first quarter as we stick here with you through it. And we go to our first look. And in case you missed it, presented by the veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic. For the Eagles here in the early going, the name of the game here right now has been the size factor for the Eagles on offense. Been able to get to the rim pretty well, but just have not been able to execute on some of those shots around the rim. And also right now it feels like rebounding a big part of this game for West Branch that's kind of helped them stay within reach of the Eagles.
Yeah, they've done a nice job on the boards as far as getting defensive rebounds and some offensive opportunities. Fortunately, Pella Christian's been able to keep the ball out of there, and they're doing a really nice job of forcing them to the sides and forcing them to maybe take outside shots where it looks like their game plan is really to drive to the basket.
That it is, and that is, in case you missed it, presented by the veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic in Pella.
They're the veterinarians.
And we do have our first final score. Oh, no, I take that back. We already had one. I missed it earlier. Got lost in the shuffle here. Pingle's Home Store Instant Radio Update. The Newton girls basketball team defeats Des Moines Hoover 58-47. And the Pella girls defeat Knoxville 69-14. As Trey Steinkamp opens up the second quarter with a deep 3-pointer. He's up to 6 points on the night. And Pella Christian's got their largest lead, 14-7. 20 seconds into the second quarter.
Yeah, he was probably maybe a foot from that logo there on the sideline. That was a deep one.
And then West Branch immediately turns it over.
Yeah, but then
and Deacon Branderhorst travels with it right back.
Yeah, I don't know why he didn't keep dribbling. He had nobody in front of him, but he turned around and threw the ball. But they called him for the travel as he tried to get rid of it.
So West Branch will inbound to Peterson. Peterson out top, defended by Flagel. Peterson to Neighbor. Now it goes over to the corner, and that's going to be a three-pointer answered by Nathan Hills. 14-10, 7:15 to go in the second. Trey Steinkamp out top as the Eagles work against this zone pressure of West Branch. Ball goes into Cooper Sprunk. He was looking for Gilbert Flagel, was fortunate to find Deacon Branderhorst instead. Flagel, mid-range jumper, off back iron, no good.
Yeah, good shot again, but just not quite getting him to drop.
In the middle of the lane, flipped up and in. Brennan Dale, up to 5 points, and it's 14-12. Pella Christian over West Branch, 6:38 to go in the second quarter. Trey Steinkamp gonna give to Devin Runner, who gets run over by Dale. That'll be his first, the team's first of the quarter. As Landon Franzman checks back in for Cooper Sprunk, and Garrett Wheeler back in for Trey Steinkamp.
Well, Landon's had pretty good success down there. Let's see if they can get him the ball now with a high-low from Flagel to Franzman.
Inside, ball goes to Franzman. Heavy pressure down low there as the defense collapses around him. Franzman throws it away. Hills with the basketball. Garrett Wheeler able to poke it away, and the Eagles turn it right back over. Flagel with the basketball. Get a kick to Garrett Wheeler. Open look at a three from the right wing off back iron. Now with it, it'll be up top to Brennan Dale. And Brennan Dale knocks down another three, and West Branch regains the lead. 15-14, 5:51 to go in the second quarter. And Marv Van Wyk wants a 30-second Pella Motors timeout. Win the thing that stands out to me here in this one as we go into a game reset wired by Center Point Electric with West Branch up 15-14, 5:51 to go in the second quarter, is that the Eagles have started out both quarters really well with, you know, a little bit of momentum. West Branch has been able to answer those runs, and after that initial little burst for Pella Christian, it just feels like they haven't been in sync yet. Well, and obviously that's the rust coming off of Christmas break.
Offensive, you're right. I mean, that, you know, right idea to get the ball to Franzman there on that last play, but with the bounce pass down there, he can't handle that ball. And all he can do is try to save it, and he saved it right to the West Branch player. That's not going to work. So he got to have a little bit more fluidity, make a little better pass into there. I think we want to get the ball into Landon, but let's do it up on top where he can handle it a little better.
Yeah, so the inbound goes to Garrett Wheeler out of the Pella Motors timeout. At Pella Motors, you'll drive away happy. That's the Pella Motors guarantee. Gilbert Flagel to the corner for Deacon Branderhorst. Good look at a corner three-pointer, but he missed it short. Flagel with the rebound, back out to Branderhorst. And Branderhorst not able to knock that one down either. As Jaden Harris is back into the game for Peterson. And Dale's gonna drive. Dale flips it up and in. Brennan Dale, who came in as the fifth leading scorer for this West Branch squad, he's up to 10 points already in this one, as West Branch goes up 17-14, and Garrett Wheeler fouled on the drive. This one's gonna go against number 35, Brandon Pickett. That's Pickett's second and West Branch's second of the quarter. That might be one thing that the Eagles can do to help themselves out here, is get to the free throw line.
If they make them.
Yeah. As Garrett Wheeler comes up short on the first one. Peterson comes back into the game for Pickett. Well, the other thing, too, if you can get to the free throw line in this one, though, is means they're drawing fouls.
Yeah.
And as we mentioned, West Branch, they only go 7 deep.
Yeah,
so if you can draw some fouls, get some of these guys to have to sit for a little while, that would be huge. Garrett Wheeler is good on the second free throw. 1 for 2 trip, and Pella Christian now trails 17-15, 5:08 to go in quarter number 2. Jaden Harris sets up the offense for West Branch. Driving, it's Nathan Hills. Up and under Flagel, shot no good. Landon Franzman is fouled by number 10, Lincoln Neighbor. That's his second, team's third.
Emphatically called by the ref, too. He was letting him know that he committed a foul.
That he did. Cooper Sprunk goes to the scorer's table as Garrett Wheeler gets the ball across half court. Devin Runner back up top to Garrett Wheeler. Wheeler able to get it to Flagel. And Flagel has it taken away by Brandon Peterson from behind. Peterson to the basket, shot no good. Garrett Wheeler there with some good defense to affect that shot.
Walked. Yep.
Yep, and Brennan Dale traveled with the basketball as Sprunk returns for Devin Runner.
Got the right idea trying to get the ball from Flagel to Franzman, but just got to be solid with the ball and under control. A couple of turnovers there have cost Pella Christian opportunity to score.
They have, so Garrett Wheeler going to give to Branderhorst on the left wing. Inside for Flagel. Nice feed down low for Franzman.
Landon, you got to finish it.
But Franzman was too strong with the shot. Jump ball, Bears ball.
Got the great play there. Got the ball into to Flagel at the free throw line. He turns right away as Franzman had his man behind him, but he just threw the ball up too hard.
Jaden Harris with the basketball. And Harris carries it. So he turns it over.
Kind of reached a scoring stall here by both teams.
Yeah, 4:12 to go in the second quarter. It's Trey Steinkamp runs to the scorer's table. And we'll get Garrett Wheeler. Wyatt Snyder strategically standing back from the scorer's table. His coach wanted him to wait just a second. So Trey Steinkamp going to set up the offense for Pella Christian. Kicks cross court to Branderhorst, now to Sprunk. Steinkamp down low for Franzman. Nice feed to Flagel, who lays it in. He's up to 6 points. And Pella Christian's retied this game 17-17. 3:48 to go in the second quarter. Brennan Dale driving, working against Franzman. Kicks to the corner. Nathan Hills, open look at a three. Left is short. Dale and Flagel tied up, and then the jump ball will go to Pella Christian as now Wyatt Snyder comes into the game for Flagel. And we're going to get a Pella Motors timeout. Looks like it's going to be a West Branch 30-second Pella Motors timeout, so we'll stick with you. Here's we go into our Marion County Bank radio scoreboard. Again, the Newton girls defeat Des Moines Hoover 58-47, excuse me. The Pella girls defeat Knoxville 69-14. The PCM girls defeated South Hamilton 58-27. The Pleasantville girls defeated Panorama 56-47. That is the Marion County Bank radio scoreboard. Marion County's financial leader is Marion County Bank. With offices in Pella, Knoxville, and Melcher Dallas, they're serving you and building community across the county. In case you missed it, presented by the veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic in Pella. It's been kind of a slow start offensively for both squads tonight in this one, but the Eagles are knotted up with West Branch 17-17, 3:32 to go in the second quarter, and we're out of the Pella Motors timeout. That's in case you missed it, presented by the veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic in Pella.
They're the veterinarians.
Brandon Peterson pokes the ball away from Trey Steinkamp out of the timeout.
Peterson's done a nice job the last few minutes of staying out of foul trouble.
Branderhorst got a good look at a three from the right wing, or the left wing, excuse me, was off the mark, but landed. Franzman's there to clean it up as Pella Christian goes back on top, 19-17, 3:09 to go in the second quarter.
Still a man-to-man here for Pella Christian. Ooh, Steinkamp may have got away with a foul there.
Oh, yeah, he's not going to that time against Hills, and Coach Van Wyk is not happy.
Yeah, that's pretty good positioning there. He didn't really armbar him away, but he basically bodied into him and just made him backpedal, and you really should give that to the defensive player.
And Coach Van Wyk, I don't think liked that explanation that he got either. Harris back across the timeline and sets up on the Eagles logo. Off of the screen of Neighbors, Harris nearly might have gotten away with that travel. He'll get the ball back from Brennan Dale. He's gonna go left, pulls up in the mid-range, and finally gets his first shot to go as he reties this game. Pella Christian 19, West Branch 19, 2.5 to play in the first half. Trey Steinkamp will look off of on a three off the feed of Cooper Sprunk. He's off the mark. Harris looking to drive. And I think he got fouled by Deacon Branderhorst. He did. Deacon bumped him. They're going to call it a shooting foul. So Harris going to the free throw line for 2. Ben Van Weingarten checks into the game for Pella Christian. Harris is good on the first free throw, so he's up to 3 points now. 20-19, West Branch over Pella Christian. Harris is good on the second one as Gilbert Flagel rushes to check in. Cooper Sprunk and Deacon Branderhorst go to the bench in this situation. Trey Steinkamp to Ben Van Weingarten. And Weingarten gonna dribble it out top and gives to Trey Steinkamp. Steinkamp to Flagel. Now to Van Weingarten to the corner for Snyder. Snyder back to Van Weingarten. Into the high post for Flagel. His pass to Franzman got tipped back down to Snyder. Flagel, elbow jumper is good. Flagel with 8 points. And he's got Pella Christian tied back up with West Branch at 21-21. 1:34 to go in quarter number 2. It'll be Brennan Dale with the basketball on the left wing, and Wyatt Snyder pokes it up into the air, right back to Dale. Dale drives. Ill-advised shot as Ben Van Weingarten down with the board. Trey Steinkamp pushing. Looking for Flagel. Instead it went to Franzman, whose shot got blocked. But Flagel's there with points number 9 and 10 to put Pella Christian back on top. 23-21, 1:05 to go in the second quarter. Jaden Harris kicks to the corner. Peterson's three-pointer, no good for the Bears. It's Trey Steinkamp looking to push for the Eagles. Peterson slows things down for the moment, though. Into the high post for Flagel, down low. Franzman's shot blocked.
Got to go up strong with that one. Can't allow them to block that ball away there. Great high-low from Flagel from Steinkamp in there to Landon, but he didn't finish it.
About 6 seconds to separate shot and game clock as Brennan Dale out top dribbling, defended by Snyder. Dale driving. Top fall away shot, but he travels first. 8th turnover for West Branch.
He didn't take an extra step, but he slid that back foot a long ways.
So it'll be Ben Van Weingarten checking out, Deacon Branderhorst checking back in for the final 18 seconds of this game. Pingle's Home Store Instant Radio update. The Newton boys trail Des Moines Hoover 16-11 after 1. Again, our score is 23-21 Pella Christian over West Branch. 10 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Landon Franzman down low to Gilbert Flagel, who gets bumped by Brennan Dale, who just picked up his second foul.
Yeah, Gilbert's kind of finished that one. I mean, it's point blank. He's ought to go up and dunk that thing and still draw the foul.
So Flagel draws the foul with 6 seconds to go in the second quarter and goes to the free throw line. He knocks down the first one. Give him 11 of 24 now for Pella Christian. It's Ben Van Weingarten back in for Deacon Branderhorst for the defensive possession to ensue. Flagel, second free throw here, looking to make it a 4-point lead for the Eagles, and he will. 12 of 25 now for Gilbert Flagel. As Dale will inbound, he gets it to Nathan Hills. Hills into the front court, defended by Steinkamp, and West Branch turns it over with 0.6 seconds.
Not much time to do anything here. You got to catch and maybe got time to do a dribble, but not likely.
Flagel gives to Steinkamp, full court heave, high and right, off the mark. 25-21, Pella Christian leads. We'll be back with the Central Tire and Auto Radio halftime show when we return here on KNIA, KRLS.com, and on the Pella Christian YouTube channel. You're listening to Pella Christian Basketball, powered by Bank Iowa on KNIA, KRLS.com, and the KRLS HD2 Knoxville Pella. Back after this, again, Pella Christian 25, West Branch 21 at halftime. Back with the Central Tire and Auto Radio halftime show after this.
Grow strong with us, Light and State Bank, Light and State Bank.
Could you be earning higher interest rates on your checking and savings accounts with our exclusive Light and Rewards account? Last year, we gave over $126,000 back to our rewards customers. If you'd like to earn our best rates for things you're probably already doing, like swiping your debit card, receiving e-statements, and making payments by ACH debit, visit lightandbank.com and start your account opening today. Member FDIC.
Central Iowa Roofing is among the industry leaders in all shingle applications, steel panel roofing, and have experience in many kinds of flat roofs. Have a leak? Let them help you track it down. They employ some of the best roofers in Central Iowa and will make sure your job is done right. They also specialize in storm damage, including dealing with those pesky insurance companies. Let them help navigate the repair process of your roof damage. They serve all of Central Iowa, including you. For more information, visit them on centraliowaroofinginc.com.
The staff at Pella Real Estate Services would like to say thank you to all the area residents who have supported our growing business.
We're now so much more than just Mike and Sarah Bouquet and feel honored to be of service to this great community and surrounding areas.
We want to wish everyone and their families a truly hope-filled new year.
Call any member of our team at 628-1BUY and ask how we can assist you this new year.
That's 628-1BUY for Pella Real Estate Services.
Hi, this is Dalton Buck with Hy-Vee. We understand that times are difficult and we want to do our part to help out. That's why we've lowered the prices on thousands of items throughout the store. These are new everyday low prices on thousands of items. And we also still have other ways to save, like our Hy-Vee Perks program and tons of digital coupons online in the Hy-Vee app. It's our mission to make lives easier, healthier, and happier. Stop in today and see our new everyday low prices on thousands of items at Hy-Vee.
Welcome back to the Central Tire and Auto Radio halftime show. For tires, front end work, their no appointment oil change, and full mechanical work on your vehicle. Stop and see Sean DeWard and his crew next to Walmart in Pella. When we look at that first half, and honestly, not the half that I think that Pella Christian was hoping for. A lot of good things still to take away coming out of an extended break, like you just had 2 weeks off from game action. But a lot of things that can be cleaned up here on half number two, knowing that you've got some of those games where you can't afford to make some of the mistakes you maybe made in that first half.
Well, I thought they did a really good job of not giving second chance points up. I've got just 2 second chance points for West Branch. So even though they got some offensive rebounds, they hung in there defensively, didn't give them another chance or give them a basket off of it. So that part was really good. I think their defensive scheme as a whole, I think they got to be pretty happy. This team looks pretty quick, looks like they like to drive the basket. But there in that early part of that second quarter, they started knocking down some threes from some guys you maybe didn't expect to make some points. So Pella Christian kind of adjusted to that, forced them to start driving again, and then they got double team help when they do drive and have been able to make them take tough shots, and they weren't able to make it. Controlled the boards pretty well there and not give them a lot of opportunities to get second chance baskets. And then on the other end, they're trying to force the ball inside. They're trying to get the ball into Landon, but to West Branch's credit, they know that, and they've got people there, and they're making it difficult. Pella Christian has to figure out a way to maybe, even though it's a zone, try to use some screens or something to get some people in a little better position to get the ball in there to Landon or to Gilbert. Gilbert's had a great game. He's missed a couple of shots that I thought would have went in, looked really good, that didn't go, or he'd even have a bigger lead right now. But again, those 2 combinations, I don't think that West Branch really has anybody on their own that can match up with that. They've got a double or triple team out of that zone to stop that, and Pella Christian needs to figure out a way to take a little better advantage of that.
Well, one thing that I kind of, to your point there, that I would like to see as we go into our second half adjustments presented by the Young Door Service. One thing I would like to see more of from the Eagles is, as you alluded to, they've gotten the ball inside fairly nicely to Landon Franzman, but it feels like it's taking a while to get there, because I would just like to see the ball whipping around the court a little bit more, especially in a zone it's so hard to play a zone defense when the ball is constantly moving, and there's just been some times where that ball has stuck in one area for just too long. It's allowed the defense to be able to reset, things like that. If that ball doesn't stick in one spot for too long, you're really going to frustrate that defense, and eventually they're probably going to have to get out of that defense. So I would like to see some just quicker ball movement for Pella Christian here in this second half. Allow that defense to get out of sort, and that would be my second half adjustment presented by DeYoung Door Service. If it's time for a new garage door for your home or business, step and see the gurus of garage doors at their new showroom at 908 Roosevelt Road, just west of Pella Christian High School. When we go inside the numbers delivered by Pella Fiber, we keep different variations of stats. I have learned that trying to go through and doing the quote-unquote shooting chart was just not working for me. But I do have our point totals.
Am I going to have to go back and start doing that?
You don't have to. No, I've got point totals at least.
That's right. I'm not going to be here for a while. So.
Yeah, you don't have to do that. I got my point totals, but I'll turn to you and the numbers you are keeping track of.
Well, I'm just keeping track of points off turnovers and second chance points. Pella Christian with 9 points off of turnovers, so that's a nice number. They finished off with some points after the other team turned the ball over, and 6 points on second chance baskets. 2 of those points either way came off the same play. So but it was still an opportunity. So that was good to see. Free throw wise, for West Branch, they just got 5 points off of turnovers and 2 points off of second chance baskets, and so that Pella Christian has done a nice job on the defensive board, not giving them an opportunity to score on putbacks. Free throws, I'm not sure if I was paying attention in the first quarter or not, but I got Pella Christian 5 for 6 and West Branch 2 for 2. So
I think you're right on that.
Yeah, so pretty good free throw shooting by both teams. So that's what I kept track of.
Yeah, that's some good numbers there for the Eagles. In regards to the numbers that Wynn's keeping track of, the numbers that I'm keeping track of, what I've got thus far. Scoring for West Branch, Jaden Harris, who comes into this game averaging 16 points a contest. Pella Christian held him to just 4 in that first half. Brandon Pickett, who comes in averaging, I think it was 8.3. They've got him at 1 point. Nathan Hills, he's got 3 points. He's averaging 7.9. Brandon Peterson comes in averaging 7. He's got 0. The scoring has been done by Brennan Dale, who came in, I think, averaging somewhere around 4 points. He's got 10 in the first half.
Well, and that's the mark of a good team. If somebody else can pick up the slack
exactly.
when Pella Christian's stopping their big guns, and somebody else got to step up.
Yep, and then Lincoln Neighbor, he's got 3 points for West Branch today. For Pella Christian, leading scorer is Gilbert Flagel. He's got 12. Trey Steinkamp has 6. 4 for Landon Franzman, 2 for Deacon Branderhorst, and 1 for Garrett Wheeler. Those are the inside the numbers delivered by Pella Fiber, where every home gets a gig. Join today at PellaFiber.com. You've been listening to the Central Tire and Auto Radio Halftime Show. For tires, front end work, there's no appointment oil change, and full mechanical work on your vehicle. Stop and see Sean DeWard and his crew next to Walmart in Pella. We will be back with the second half of action when we return here on KNIA, KRLS.com, and on the Pella Christian YouTube channel when we back in 1 minute with more Pella Christian West Branch basketball. Pella Christian leads West Branch 25-21 at halftime.
At Pella Insurance, they strive to provide you with bend-over backwards service to protect your home, auto, business, farm, life, and health. Pella Insurance is a local independent agency that has been serving the Pella community for over 30 years with a mission to provide you with a more holistic approach to your insurance needs. With access to a multitude of industry-leading carriers, they are focused on assisting their customers with protecting and maximizing their assets, resources, and opportunities. Call Pella Insurance at 628-9235.
At Integrity Comfort Solutions, we've been your local, trusted experts on new construction, plumbing, heating, and cooling for over 50 years. We're excited to now offer service. Don't let a breakdown disrupt your comfort. Let our expert team get you back on track. Call us at 641-628-4093 or visit integrity-comfort.com and let our experts work for you. Integrity Comfort Solutions. Let's get comfortable.
Welcome back here inside the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth on 92.1 KRLS. We are just about out of the halftime break here. It's just a matter of West Branch returning to the floor. There they are. We do have a look at our Marion County Bank radio scoreboard before we get the action rolling again. The Newton boys trail Hoover 16-11 after a quarter. The PCM girls defeated South Hamilton 58-27. Pleasantville girls defeat Panorama 56-47. Pella girls defeat Knoxville 53-9, and the Newton girls defeat Hoover 58-47. That's our Marion County Bank radio scoreboard. Out of the half here, Gilbert Flagel gets a tip on the pass from Brandon Pickett, intended for Jaden Harris.
Good active hands there by Gilbert. He almost snagged it out of the air, but it just went off his hand and into the bleachers.
Bengals home score Insta radio update. Murray 55, Melcher Dallas 32. Final in girls basketball. Is out of or off of the deflected pass. Brandon Pickett will throw it right to Deacon Branderhorst. First turnover of the half. Branderhorst will go coast to coast and lay it in.
Nice start there to pick that ball off and then just outrun everybody down the floor, get the easy layup.
Jaden Harris kicks to Brennan Dale. Now to Peterson. Peterson able to get it to Harris. He'll step, wide open three-pointer, and Harris will knock that one down.
It was a nice shot that time. Deacon over rotated just a little bit, trying to get the steal and got caught.
And Branderhorst gets an open look, and he'll answer right back. How about our Randall Roofing raise the roof moment of the game is Deacon Branderhorst with a quick 5 points out of the half. Has Pella Christian back on top by 6, 30-24, 6:54 to go in the third. Our Randall Roofing raise the roof moment of the game brought to you by Randall Roofing. When the moment arises and it's time for a new roof, think Randall Roofing. Pella Christian forces another turnover. Garrett Wheeler gonna go all the way to the basket and lay it in.
Nice fake there to make the defender think he was gonna dump the ball off to Deacon, and he was able to lay it off the glass and in.
And the Wheeler bucket comes off a turnover by West Branch, their second of the half. Harris gonna drive, they'll kick to the corner. Pickett gonna try a three. Short, Wheeler with the rebound. He'll kick ahead to Franzman. And Franzman,
no foul. Yeah, looked like it should have been a foul.
Thought he got pushed in the back.
Yeah. And maybe
ref says no, and
maybe hacked across the arm too there. The pass was a little deep. It was gonna be hard for him to score there.
Yeah, Pella Christian gonna try to apply a little bit of pressure now here with 6:10 to go in the third quarter. Harris will give to Brennan Dale. He'll kick it up to Peterson. Harris gets an open look at a three. And Jaden Harris knocks down his second triple, makes it 32-27. And a quick Pella Motors timeout taken here by West Branch.
Well, we've had a flurry of activity here to start the quarter.
Yeah, it's a full Pella Motors timeout, but we'll stick right with you here inside the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth on 92.1 KRLS. When I'm going to call this, I don't think we are going to have a whole lot of urgent situations tonight. I think that right now, this is an urgent situation. You got off to a third great start here to a quarter.
Yeah, built a nice little lead.
Yeah, you built a nice lead. Now you can't allow this to go back and forth again.
Right.
You got to really, I think, put your foot on the gas here and really pull away. This is what teams that, the Eagles have aspirations of wanting to do big things late in the year. It may not be the expectation of all, but within this team, that they're a group. They want to get back to the pinnacle of Iowa high school basketball. They want to get to that state tournament. State tournament teams, this is their opportunity right here to prove it, pull away in this game. That's why I look at this and say this could be an urgent situation presented by Pella Regional Health Center.
Well, and they're playing well here in the first 2 minutes of this quarter. You got to keep that going and not allow West Branch to hang around. If you can just continue to build that lead.
Deacon Branderhorst open look at a three. Deacon Branderhorst with a three-pointer right out of our urgent situation presented by Pella Regional Health Center. If you need urgent health care today, be seen today at Pella Regional's walk-in clinics in Pella, Knoxville, or Ottumwa. Visit PellaHealth.org for hours and wait times. And an offensive foul going against Brandon Pickett, his third, team's first. Pickett's going to take a seat as Nathan Hills comes back in Who's Always Open, presented by Anytime Fitness Win. It's been Deacon Randerhorst to kick off this third quarter as he's knocked down 2 3-pointers and had a coast-to-coast layup.
He wasn't real far open on that last one, but he did get it off.
Who's Always Open, presented by Anytime Fitness, the 24/7 gym that fits your lifestyle, your fitness, your way.
Oh, nice pass.
Anytime Fitness.
Landon, finish it.
Flagel is whistled for the foul.
No, they're going to get...
Sorry, Flagel found Fransman. Fransman missed the shot.
Yeah.
And a late push was called against Lincoln Neighbor.
I wasn't sure he was going to call it because there's, again, perfect position. Landon caught the ball going towards the basket. He's got to go up and dunk that one so that if he does get shoved in the back, he still makes the basket.
Yeah, Fransman able to knock down the first free throw on the shooting foul. So makes it 36-27. That is also the third foul on Neighbor. So West Branch going to be dealing with some foul trouble here late in this contest. Nathan Hills brings it up. And Deacon Branderhorst got a tip on the pass to Jaden Harris, but Harris able to run it down in the backcourt. And Branderhorst commits the foul, trying to get over the screen to defend Harris.
Well, he got around the screen, but that knocked down the guy he was guarding.
Yep. So it'll be Brendan Dale to inbound here for West Branch. He'll get it into Harris, who's on the right wing. Now he'll go into the middle of the floor. Step back three-pointer. And Jaden Harris has found the stroke here in the second half.
Yes, he has.
9 points. He's up to 13 on the game. So Gilbert Flagel on the left wing. He'll give to Garrett Wheeler. Flagel back to Wheeler. Wheeler now looking to drive, able to get it down low for Fransman. Fransman powers it up and in.
Nice basket there. Got himself in good position. Garrett dribbled the ball a couple times to get a better angle to pass it into him.
Yeah, 39-30, Pella Christian leads with 4:21 to go in the third quarter. Ball into the hands of Harris. Harris hits another triple. He's got 4 and a 30-second Pella Motors timeout taken by West Branch.
Yeah, Deacon's going to have to figure out a way to get around those screens and get a hand in his face because he's really quick and he has got a real quick release. Look, they might be bringing in Ben Van Weingarten to guard him, try to get somebody that can get a hand in his face.
Yeah, I mean, Deacon is doing all he can to stay in front of him, but he's just so shifty and just done a nice job of getting open.
Well, he's coming around to Harris. He's coming around a screen and off the wing, and then he's standing right at the top of the key before you could recover, and somebody's going to have to step up and be ready to help when he comes off that screen.
Yeah, he came off that screen, looked like he was going left, gave that jab back right. Was enough to throw Deacon kind of off balance and made it a lot more difficult to defend him. So 39-33, Pella Christian leads West Branch, 4:13 to go in the third quarter. Game reset wired by Center Point Electric. And Garrett Wheeler will get the inbound from Cooper Sprunk as we resume play here with 4:12 to go in the third. Wheeler to cross the timeline. Kicks to Cooper Sprunk. Now to Gilbert Flagel on the wing. Flagel driving on Peterson.
Nice.
Tough shot for Flagel.
Nice.
He's got 14 for Pella Christian, who now leads 41-33. Jaden Harris sets up on the wing. Kicks to Brennan Dale. Now to Peterson. Back up top to Neighbor. Neighbor directing the offense. Dale down low for Hills, and Gilbert Flagel says no.
Oh.
But Garrett Wheeler on the back line as he was rebounding the basketball. So Trey Steinkamp going to give Wheeler to break.
Had a nice chance there to get a takeaway, just couldn't quite stay in bounds.
Inbounder is Dale. He'll get it to Hills. Hills over to Harris. Steinkamp closes out. Now into the hands of Peterson. Out top to Harris. Back to Peterson, and he throws it in the middle of nowhere. And it's a turnover forced by this Eagles defense. Third of the half on West Branch. Ben Van Weingarten to Landon Fransman. Fransman to Cooper Sprunk. Now to Flagel. Flagel on the right wing steps in, knocks down the mid-range jumper. Gilbert Flagel with 16 of 43.
He's feeling it tonight, isn't he?
That he is. Jaden Harris, defended by Ben Van Weingarten. Pulls up at the free throw line after a pump fake and gets that one to go. Jaden Harris has found his rhythm.
Yeah, Ben got there in time, but he went for the fake, and then he put the ball up over the rim.
43-35, 2:36 to go. Trey Steinkamp three was too strong, but Gilbert Flagel pulls down the board. Mid-range jumper for Cooper Sprunk is off the front of the rim, falls in the lap of Landon Franzman, who lays it in for two more. He's up to 6.5, and Pella Christian's lead back to 10, 45-35, 2:17 to go in the third quarter. Jaden Harris driving. Foul going against Franzman. Franzman raising the hand saying, oh, they said it's on Flagel, excuse me. It's the second on Flagel, second on the Eagles in the quarter. Cooper Sprunk and Gilbert Flagel get breathers as Wyatt Snyder and Devin Runner check in. When is it just me, or does it look like Devin Runner's shoes? He's got the white shoes with the pink bottoms on them. They look like sandals almost.
Yeah.
But
they're definitely two-tone, right?
Yeah, the white, they'll blend into the socks there. Ethan Miller's into the game for West Branch. The ball is going to swing for West Branch to the corner for number one.
Nice rebound there by Runner.
Nathan Hills, his shot was no good. Trey Steinkamp tried to thread the needle to Ben Van Weingarten down low. Nathan Hills knocks it out of bounds, though.
Trying to pick up the tempo here a little bit, and again, with limited number of players, try to wear this West Branch team down a little bit.
That they are. Trey Steinkamp sets up the offense for the Eagles. Wyatt Snyder in the corner, now to Van Weingarten out top on the cross court to Trey Steinkamp.
Give it to him. He's there, yeah.
Inside the ball goes for Franzman. Franzman goes to the basket, and he gets fouled by number 10, Lincoln Neighbor, his fourth.
That's going to hurt.
Team's third.
West Branch just doesn't have enough bodies to be putting people on the bench with foul trouble.
Yeah, and if you're Pella Christian, that's what you got to be doing right now is attacking them.
Well, and Landon was wide open, and it took him a little longer to get him the ball than I would have liked to see, because he could have made a move on him a little quicker if he'd got him the ball and maybe had a better opportunity.
Pingle's Home Story Instant Radio update. Knoxville 22, Pella 11 at the end of the first quarter in boys basketball. And Newton boys basketball leads Hoover 30-26 at half. As both free throws good there for Franzman. Be Jaden Harris on the right wing. Defended by Ben Van Weingarten. Harris gets into the lane.
He's
knocks that shot down.
They did a great job on him in the first half, but boy, he is going wild here in the second half.
That he is. 47-37, Pella Christian and West Branch. Pella Christian leading with a minute to go in the third quarter. Trey Steinkamp to Wyatt Snyder. Snyder doubled, able to get it out to Trey Steinkamp. He'll kick to Ben Van Weingarten, who pulls up for three. No good. Rebound tipped right back to him. Wyatt Snyder going to get an opportunity at a three. No good. Rebound goes to Dale. Dale now on the right wing for West Branch. He'll step back at the free throw line, leaves it short, and the ball goes right to Trey Steinkamp. Steinkamp able to find Van Weingarten. Now Devin Runner. And Devin Runner gets a friendly bounce, and it goes.
It was about a foot short, but it had enough momentum to bounce over the lip and go in.
So Jaden Harris walks it across the timeline. 10 seconds to go in the third quarter. Defended by Van Weingarten. He'll look to drive, gets all the way to the basket, count the bucket and the foul. Jaden Harris is taking over this game for West Branch.
Yep. Gonna have to figure out what to do to stop him from getting the ball in that initial drive and turn him to a spot he don't want to go.
That foul goes on Wyatt Snyder, his second, team's third of the quarter. 3.5 seconds to go. Harris at the free throw line looking to cut the West Branch deficit back down to 10. And he's not able to do it. Devin Runner down with the board. He'll kick to Snyder. Snyder not able to get the shot off. Wouldn't have been good anyways. Pella Christian 50. West Branch 39. 1 quarter to play. Back inside the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth right after this on KNIA, KRLS.com, and on the Pella Christian YouTube channel.
Look at me, I'm a superhero. And I'm building a fort.
If your furniture is getting a workout, it's time to visit Pingle's Home Store in Pella. They've got durable, stylish furniture that stands up to all the fun your kids can dish out.
We love Pingles.
Come to Pingle's Home Store today and find the perfect furniture for your family. Pingle's Home Store. Real people, real service, real dependability.
Step into comfort and style with Brown Shoe Fit Pella. Whether you are strolling through town or heading out for your next adventure, at Brown Shoe Fit Pella, we have the perfect shoes and boots to keep you moving. Brown Shoe Fit Pella has a great selection of Danskos, Piccolinos, Uggs, Sorels, and so many more. From cozy boots with just the right amount of warmth to stylish sneakers that are perfect for every day. Hurry in to Brown Shoe Fit Pella today. Your feet will thank you. Brown Shoe Fit Pella, located on the south side of the square.
Welcome back inside the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth on KNIA, KRLS.com. Pella Christian 50, West Branch 39. 1 final quarter to determine a winner here in the first game of 2025 for both squads. Trey Steinkamp with the basketball, defended by Harris. He'll kick to Cooper Sprunk. Sprunk going to give to Wyatt Snyder. Snyder going to drive to the basket, and he gets whacked.
Nice job of splitting the defenders there, and he got himself a little too far under the basket, hit the underneath side of the rim, but he did get fouled, so he's going to go to the line and get a chance to make a couple.
Foul goes on Nathan Hills. Nathan Hills, if you got one bright spot for West Branch, it's that Nathan Hills, that's only his first foul. 1 foul in the quarter for West Branch, though. Snyder misses the first free throw, and he misses both of them. And Brennan Dale looking for Peterson down low. Ball has been...
Gotta call a jump sooner or later.
Yeah, I'd say the ball's been bounced around about 40 times, and finally the jump ball called, and it stays with West Branch. So Dale will inbound. Dale inbounds. Snyder got a fingertip on it. Now the ball goes to Hill up top. Casey Mister presented by the Veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic in Pella. A great quarter for Pella Christians. They scored 25 in the third quarter. Jaden Harris, though, with a strong effort, scoring every single point of the third quarter for West Branch. He scored all 18 for West Branch. Is trying to keep him in it, but a West Branch turnover here gives Pella Christian the ball back up 11 with 7:07 to go in the fourth quarter. That's in Casey Mister, presented by the Veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic in Pella.
They're the veterinarians.
Wyatt Snyder drives and has the ball taken away. On the other end, Peterson leaves the layup short, and West Branch knocks it out of bounds. Or sorry, they say Pella Christian knocked it out of bounds. Not sure who they said knocked it out of bounds.
I'm not sure
Pella
they knew,
Christian.
but they just...
Inbound goes to Hills, now to the corner for Peterson. Back out, Hills gets an open look at a three, and Nathan Hills with the first points not by someone not named Harris here in half number 2. And Wyatt Snyder immediately answers on the other end, taking it all the way to the basket, 52-42, 6.5 to go in the fourth quarter. Harris, defended by Branderhorst, able to get it to Pickett. Pickett to Dale. Dale off of the screen of Pickett, throws it right to Deacon Branderhorst. 5th turnover of the half, as Branderhorst's pass for Runner knocked away by Peterson. Gilbert Flagel, Landon Franzman back in for Wyatt Snyder, and Cooper Sprunk.
Yeah, that was nice hustle by West Branch to get back into that. Basically, Pella Christian had a 2-on-1, and he got in the right spot to where he could play defense and tip the ball away.
Yep, Trey Steinkamp will inbound to Flagel. To Runner. Runner will give to Trey Steinkamp on the left wing. To the corner, Deacon Branderhorst, open look, too strong. Essentially works as a nice pass to Franzman, who is fouled. Foul went on Harris, his third, team second. Garrett Wheeler set to check in for Pella Christian as Franzman at the free throw line. Franzman makes the first one. Look at our Marion County Bank radio scoreboard, the games that we have results for right now. Pella girls basketball defeated Knoxville 69-14. Newton girls basketball defeated Hoover 58-47. Newton boys basketball leads Hoover 30-26 at halftime. Knoxville boys basketball leads Knoxville leads Pella in boys basketball 22-11. Garrett Wheeler, an open three. Garrett Wheeler knocks down the three after the missed free throw by Landon Franzman. 56-42, Pella Christian leads, 5:40 to go in the fourth quarter.
That was a nice possession there to make the first free throw. They missed the second one, but they were able to keep the ball alive and get the three.
Jaden Harris kicks to Nathan Hills. To Pickett,
Charge,
and a charge on Pickett. That'll be his fourth. Deacon Branderhorst, I believe it was, stepping in there to take the charge.
It was,
Sorry.
Gilbert Flagel.
Yep, it was Flagel. You're right. I had a block. That's what
I
I'm
had a
recall.
good angle.
I did not have a good angle. We'll put it that way. I'm just far enough down the table. It wasn't a great angle. And we're going to blame it on that. Nothing else. It's not poor eyesight or anything.
New prescription for your glasses or what?
Must be. Landon Franzman at the top of the key for the Eagles with the basketball. Gives to Gilbert Flagel, who's been the hot hand for Pella Christian tonight. Kicks Deacon Branderhorst, going to try a three from the wing. No good, but Flagel is there for the follow, and his shot was short, and now it's a 2-on-2 opportunity for West Branch. Ball finds Harris. It feels like the first shot he missed.
Yeah, I think it is the first shot of the half he's missed.
Garrett Wheeler
traveled and got away with
had
it.
the ball poked away, but got it back. Takes one dribble, goes to the basket, and lays it in. It's now a 16-point lead for Pella Christian, 58-42. And Garrett Wheeler
took a knee to the stomach there.
Yeah, he gets called for the block. But he went down hard. I thought that I don't know that I agree with that one looking at it because
he was pretty
he was
well
kicking
set.
the legs.
Yeah.
He wasn't necessarily set. But the reason that the foul occurred is because Harris was kicking the legs. And I don't think that that's legal.
Yeah.
Wheeler's going to come off the floor as he took I think a knee and a kick to the ribs there as Harris was kind of flailing all over the place. So Harris knocked down the bucket and he misses the free throw, and then Nathan Hills picks up a quick foul. So that's his second.
That's I think that's the second free throw that Harris has missed. He's not doing very good at the free throw line.
Yep, Gilbert Flagel got the inbound, and he's going to get fouled again.
That's going to be free throws.
Yeah, so Flagel will go to the free throw line and shoot. That was the 5th team foul. So Flagel's going to go to the line. The foul went against Hills, his third. Kind of surprised that they're not having Dale or Peterson foul because Dale only has 2. Peterson doesn't have 1.
Well,
he's got 0.
Yeah.
Flagel at the line, 4:30 to go in the fourth quarter. He'll sink the first one. It's been Gilbert Flagel's night tonight. 59-44, Pella Christian leads. In case you missed it, presented by the veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic. Gilbert Flagel with 17 of 59 for the Eagles in this contest. That's in case you missed it, presented by the veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic in Pella.
They're the veterinarians.
Jaden Harris missing yet again. Trey Steinkamp pushes the pace. Cooper Sprunk to Franzman. who got bumped by Brendan Dale. So there you go. There's the foul I was just saying could go on Dale.
Well,
that's his third now.
And great pass to get that ball to him. I don't know if it's a timing thing or what, but they're at point blank range. I know Landon can get up there and dunk that thing. Why doesn't he go up and just slam that one down and get the foul?
Yep, so Landon, he'll make the first free throw. Brand's been doing pretty well at the free throw line here in the second half. Pickett and Peterson check out of the game as Lincoln Neighbor back in with Ethan Miller. Franzman's second free throw is good. That's his 7th made free throw of the half.
Well, considering we've only made 8, that's pretty good.
Gilbert Flagel had the other. Ethan Miller finds Jaden Harris. Harris working against Branderhorst. Looking to get the screen. They'll kick it back out to Dale. Dale defended by Sprunk. Good defense by Sprunk. It forces a jump ball, and it'll be Eagles ball off of the turnover forced by Cooper Sprunk there. Pella Motors timeout. Take it by West Branch. They're going to talk things over here. It'll be a full timeout here. Our final game reset wired by Centerpoint Electric. Pella Christian 61, West Branch 44, 3:49 to go in quarter number 4. And on our Marion County Bank radio scoreboard, we do have a Pingles home story instant radio update to give to go into that Marion County Bank radio scoreboard. Knoxville boys basketball leads Pella 33-18 at halftime. That goes into our scoreboard. So again, I mentioned Knoxville leading Pella in boys basketball there. The Pella girls basketball team won the first game against Knoxville tonight, 69-14. The Newton girls basketball team defeated Des Moines Hoover 58-47. The Newton boys basketball team leads Des Moines Hoover 30-26 at the break. Again, our score is 61 for Pella Christian, 44 for West Branch with 3:49 to play in the fourth quarter. We also had the Melcher Dallas girls basketball team fall to Murray 55-32. And then the PCM girls defeated South Hamilton 58-27, and Pleasantville girls defeated Panorama 56-47. That is our Marion County Bank radio scoreboard. So out of the Pella Motors timeout here, the Eagles will inbound the basketball. Cooper Sprunk will get it to Gilbert Flagel, who got it to Trey Steinkamp, who gave it to Deacon Branderhorst, but Branderhorst lost it, had it tipped off of his own leg. West Branch back with the basketball. Cross-court pass as Harris basically pushes Hills out of the way to get it. Hills defended by Flagel. And now Flagel is going to be whistled for the bump after a lot of complaining from
both coaches,
the coach of West Branch and the coach and the bench and the sideline, and I think the coach was just told walk away.
Yeah,
for West Branch.
Well, West Branch's coach was saying that Gilbert was fouling him out top, and so he gets the call on what was less of a foul, I thought.
Inside, Dale shot no good. Franzman down with the board.
Good aggressive rebound there in a crowd to come down with that ball. Again, big advantage inside there for him.
Trey Steinkamp to Flagel, and Flagel's going to be whistled for the offensive foul, and I'm not sure about that one. That's going to be the fourth on Flagel.
Coach Van Wyk is not either. He says, how in the world? He says, no, he didn't give him a place to come down.
There's no way that guy was set underneath Gilbert, but regardless, 3 minutes to go. Pella Christian leads by 17 at 61-44. The score on the scoreboard. Ethan Miller with the basketball. He'll give to Nathan Hills. And Flagel's gonna foul out. They called him for a push. I don't know how you can push in that. I don't.
Not when you got both hands on the ball up on top.
Yeah, that's. I don't know about that one. That one will end a great night for Gilbert Flagel, who finishes with 17 points, which currently leads the way for this Eagles squad. And Nathan Hills will go to the free throw line to shoot some free throws. They'll make the first one. So Nathan Hills and Jaden Harris, the only Bears to score here in half number 2, as they've scored all 24, with the majority of that coming from Harris. Hill's second free throw is off the mark to the right, and Landon Franzman grabs another defensive rebound. Trey Steinkamp looking to drive, and Hills with a good hand. Wyatt Snyder keeps the possession alive for Pella Christian. Count the bucket. Excuse me. Count the bucket and the foul for Snyder.
Well,
got a little too excited.
That was a case where Steinkamp drives the lane, dribbled it off of the West Branch player's foot. Wyatt comes up with the ball and drives the basket, gets the basket and the foul.
Foul went against Neighbor. That's his 5th. Snyder goes to the free throw line. So Dale checked back in for the Bear. I take that back. I think it was Pickett that checked back in. Steinkamp heads to the bench. Garrett Wheeler back in as Snyder connects on the free throw. Makes it 65-45. Pella Christian up 20. And to the basket, Dale. Shot no good. Rebounded by Franzman.
Good positioning there and goes up strong. Well-timed and comes down with the ball.
Garrett Wheeler with the basketball. Down low, Landon Franzman. 2 more, give him 17. Him and Flagel tied for the Pella Christian high on the night. They combined for 34 of 67 here. Jaden Harris will kick to Nathan Hills. Hills with a high degree of difficulty shot and gets it to fall somehow. 67-49, 1:45 to go in quarter number 4. As Garrett Wheeler gives to Landon Franzman. Franzman gonna give to Snyder. Snyder, open look at a 3, no good. Franzman had the offensive rebound knocked out of his hand, out of bounds. And the Eagles will clear the bench.
Change, yeah.
Branderhorst, Franzman, Sprunk, and Wheeler will step off the floor as Van Arendonk, Schur, Volk, Snyder, and Vink on the floor now for Pella Christian. Ethan Van Arendonk to inbound. Inbound will go out to Caleb Volk. We'll give to Vink. To Rob Schur, and he'll be fouled by Brennan Dale. That'll be his 4th, and Schur gonna go to the line to shoot free throws.
Just need to focus now. These guys work hard in practice. They get a chance to play a few minutes here, see if they can get their name in the scorebook and keep the momentum going here for the Pella Christian team.
Brandon Peterson's got to feel left out right now. He's sitting here at the scorer's table getting ready to check in. He's the only West Branch player other than Ethan Miller. He and Ethan Miller are the only 2 West Branch players to be less than 3 fouls on the night. They both have 0. Peterson checks into the game, though, as Brennan Dale heads out into the hallway.
There you go.
And Rob Schur makes the free throw and makes it 67-47. Not sure exactly what the stoppage is here.
Maybe, I don't know if somebody tipped the ball away or what they did.
Who knows? 67-47, Pella Christian leads with 1:20 to go in the 4th quarter.
Did they? Oh, so they didn't count the free throw?
Maybe they just forgot to put it on the scoreboard. As Josiah Vink commits the foul.
Maybe he crossed the line. Maybe that's what they called.
It's going to be the 5th on the Eagles. First free throw is good for Hills.
Yeah, I think they probably took away that 1 free throw.
Must have. 67-48 with 1:11 to go. As Nathan Hills knocks down the 2nd free throw.
Oh, come on. Oh, they got away
Josiah
with it.
Vink nearly threw it away. Either Van Donk throws it, and Harris knocks it out of bounds.
These guys, their goal here at this point is to run 28 seconds off the clock. If you get a basket at the end of it, great.
Either Van Donk set to inbound. He gets it into Wyatt Snyder. Josiah Vink will lay it in off the feed from Snyder. 69-49 Pella Christian leads as we go under a minute to go in this contest. Great find by Wyatt Snyder. Great job by Josiah Vink. Nathan Hills, three-pointer, is left short. Snyder was looking for Rob Scher. Ends up in a turnover.
Yeah, got out of control there a little bit. Great idea. The pass was just a little bit too hard to handle, and Rob couldn't control it before he went out of bounds.
Yep, not a big deal, though. Inbound will go to Jaden Harris. Defended by Caleb Volk. Harris off of the screen of Peterson. Volk will commit the foul.
And that'll be free throws. And the shot clock will be off.
So Pella Christian can dribble things out here. 69-49. West Branch looking to hit their average right on the head here, and Jaden Harris will do just that, making that first free throw. West Branch comes in averaging 50 points a game. They're right at 50. And they'll go over 50 now as Harris knocks down the second free throw, makes it 69-51. Wyatt Snyder will get the ball across the timeline, and Pella Christian will be able to dribble it out.
Yeah, they're not coming after him, so yeah, they're just going to dribble this one out. This game is going to end at 69-51.
And just what you want to see if you're Pella Christian. A win to open up the second semester. Eagles 69, Bears 51. Pella Christian knocks off West Branch to kick off 2025. We'll step away and we'll be back with post-game coverage here on KNIA, KRLS.com, and on the Pella Christian YouTube channel.
A new year is here, and at Marion County Bank, we're kicking it off by challenging you to shop local. Every dollar spent at a local business helps to build the communities we all love. Together, we can make a difference.
Hi, I'm Brian Hoosier from Marion County Bank. I shop local because another word for local is home, and I want to support the place that I call home.
Join Marion County Bank in supporting local businesses. Learn more at marioncountybank.com. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
If you're tired of eating at the same places, discover Elmhurst Grill, Oskaloosa's exclusive dining destination. The culinary design menu offers a feast for every palate. From crisp, fresh salads and mouth-watering burgers to savory pastas and perfectly grilled steaks. Plus, enjoy chef-crafted specials and seasonal favorites that keep every visit exciting. Overlooking the Oskaloosa Public Golf Course, serene trees, and a picturesque pond. Elmhurst Grill, where flavor meets ambiance.
Randall Roofing is proud to sponsor the Raise the Roof moment of the game.
And Gilbert Flagel with a steal on the ensuing Rockets possession, and he'll throw it down! Let's raise the roof for the first dunk of the season for the Eagles as Gilbert Flagel with the coast-to-coast steal.
Randy Jarzambek here, owner of Randall Roofing. Randall Roofing is your full-service roofing and gutter contractor specializing in replacements, new construction, and repairs in South Central Iowa. We partner with CertainTeed to elevate your home's protection using industry-leading technologies.
Men over 45. Do you have frequent nighttime urination or an urgent need to go? You may have an enlarged prostate that blocks your flow. The good news is Pella Regional Urology Clinic has treatment options that can get you back to feeling better. Schedule an appointment to see if medication, a minimally invasive procedure, or other intervention is right for you. Go to PellaHealth.org or call Pella Regional Urology Clinic at 641-621-2383.
Welcome back to post-game coverage of a Pella Christian boys basketball victory here on KNIA and KRLS. 69-51, the final here on Eagle Lane to kick off 2025 for Pella Christian to win. It wasn't the prettiest for every second of the game, but it was a really strong game overall to kick off the new year for Pella Christian.
Well, we talked about, with a couple minutes into that third quarter like this might be the urgent moment for Pella Christian, that they've got to keep their foot on the gas and just keep taking it to them. And, they gave up 18 points in that quarter, but they scored 25 of their own. So offensively, they really, really did keep after it and just never really looked back from that point on. And that's what you got to do. If you're going to win games, you can't. We've seen that a couple times this year where they've had comfortable first half leads and then just did not get anything to happen in the second half. And this was a good game where they were able to continue to keep scoring and really push it all the way to the end.
Yeah, and one thing that stands out to me here, Jaden Harris, third quarter, he really got it going.
Wow.
Outside of the third quarter, though, really was held off the scoreboard for most of the night by this Eagles team. He did get a few looks here and there, but overall, I thought Pella Christian did a great job slowing him down, except for when he kind of went nuclear there in that third quarter and just made everything under the sun. But he was really the only thing West Branch had going in that third quarter. You mentioned, I talk about that urgent situation or whatever, which might have felt a little premature. But after I said that, the Eagles came out of that timeout, and man, did they find something offensively that, even when Harris started to really find something offensively, the Eagles were able to just continue to stretch that lead further and further out.
Yeah, they did. And, Harris had a tremendous third quarter. He was very comfortable. His shots were going in. People could not stay with him. He was coming off of screens and getting a quick release and knocking them down. But in the fourth quarter, they were able to adjust to that just a little bit. And he still got some looks, but they weren't as comfortable in the looks. And he didn't have more than a basket or two, I don't think, in that fourth quarter. He really, really slowed down, missed a few shots, and that just let the Pella Christian lead just continue to build.
That it did, and we take a look at tonight's final stats presented by the Verdeft Agency. When I'll let you start with what you've got for your final stats, because I know you don't have quite as much, but it gives me a little bit more time to
give you time to add and
do a little bit more
and
math.
Figure it out. So
yeah,
total points off turnovers. I had Pella Christian for 17 points off of turnovers. That's a really nice number to put 17 points off of the other team's mistakes. 11 points on second chance baskets. Nothing ever really big in any one quarter, but they just continue to stay with it. A total of just 2 points on second chance points for West Branch. So Pella Christian did a really nice job of controlling the boards, not giving them a lot of offensive rebounds. And if they did, they didn't let them get a good look after that and was able to keep the ball from going through the basket. West Branch ended up with 8 points off of turnovers, and so that's also a good number. West Branch ended up shooting 6 for 10 on the game on free throws, what I've got, and Pella Christian ended up going 14 for 20. That fourth quarter wasn't very good. They missed a few there in that fourth quarter that kind of hurt their free throw numbers. Otherwise, they'd shut the ball really well from the free throw line tonight.
Hey, I'll take the 14 of 20 because it wasn't all that long ago. We had that PCM game where it was good. I think it was like 2 of 14 or something like that. Yeah. So 14 of 20, much better improvement for the Eagles. And Coach Van Wyk has said all along this team's going to continue to get better. That is improvement right there, and they're going to continue to get better at that, I know. Looking at the final stats here, we'll start with West Branch. The game's leading scorer tonight was Jaden Harris. He put up 26 points with, I think, about 18 of those coming in the third quarter alone. He finishes with 26, 22 of that in the second half, as we mentioned. Brandon Pickett, who came in averaging 8 points, it held him to 1 tonight. Nathan Hills, he came in averaging 7.9, exceeded that a little bit with 11. Brandon Peterson, who came in averaging 7 points a game, 0 all night long. I think he took maybe 3 or 4 shots total. He didn't take a lot of shots tonight. But Brennan Dale, he finished with 10, and Lincoln Neighbor, he finished with 3. For the Pella Christian Eagles, it was 17 points apiece for Gilbert Flagel and for Landon Franzman, 10 points for Deacon Branderhorst, 8 for Garrett Wheeler, 3 for Devin Runner, 5 for Wyatt Snyder, 6 for Trey Steinkamp, and 2 for Josiah Vink. Those are your final stats presented by the Verdeft Agency. Let Chad, Lance, or Larry examine your stats and customize an insurance plan for you. The Verdeft Agency providing complete courteous service to the Pella area for nearly 100 years. When we look at the road ahead real quick, too, again, presented by, sorry, 1 second here. I lost my paper. Got to find where that went for me. But here we go. Our Road Ahead is presented by Integrity Comfort Solutions. I apologize, the new sponsor, so I want to make sure I get it right. But the Road Ahead for Pella Christian, the boys and girls will head to Newton on Tuesday. That'll be their next game here on the Road Ahead, presented by Integrity Comfort Solutions. They have added service to their roster at Integrity Comfort Solutions. So if your home has a plumbing, heating, or cooling emergency, get comfortable with Integrity Comfort Solutions. We'll step away. We'll be back one final time for postgame coverage of a 69-51 win for the Pella Christian boys basketball team over West Branch to kick off 2025 by talking to head coach of the Eagles, Marv Van Wyk, when we return on KNIA and KRLS.com.
To earn extra money by referring friends, family, or neighbors to become a C-First member and open a checking account with us? If they open the account with qualifying activity, you both will see the green. And it's easy to make a referral with just a few simple steps via text from our mobile app. Call, stop in, or visit c1stcu.com for more details. Community First Credit Union, federally insured by the NCUA.
At Bank Iowa, we are invested in our community. Each year, we award thousands in academic scholarships to local students, investing in the place we call home. Because we're more than just your local bank. We're your neighbors, your friends, and your partners. Committed to our community, committed to you. Bank Iowa. Let's make it happen. BankIowa.bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
If you're looking for top-notch plumbing and HVAC services from a family-based business that treats you like one of their own, call me, Austin with Vanderlinden Services. With years of expertise and a commitment to customer satisfaction, our friendly experts are ready to serve you. Plus, we're proud to offer top-of-the-line York residential and commercial HVAC systems. For all your home comfort needs, call me and experience why Vanderlinden Services is best for your job.
Enhance your sense of joy with a new job. Hearthstone and Pella is looking for great CNAs, and they're eager to invest in you. From their internal CNA training program to tuition reimbursement of up to $3,000 annually for higher education, Hearthstone's eager to help provide you with the career you're looking for, not just another job. Their generous benefit package also includes a $2,500 sign-on bonus. To learn more or to apply, visit wesleylife.org/Hearthstone and click Join Our Team, or call Ann at 620-4162.
Hi, this is Allie, owner of Thistle's Flower Market. Whether you're planning a wedding, hosting an event, or looking to brighten someone's day, let us help you make it unforgettable. From stunning wedding florals to everyday gift deliveries, we're here to bring joy and beauty to your special moments. Located in downtown Pella, Thistle's has been serving our community for almost 40 years. Thistle's Flower Market, making every moment unforgettable.
Welcome back to postgame coverage of a 69-51 win for the Pella Christian Eagles boys basketball team against West Branch. With our continuing coverage of Iowa High School athletics, we're joined now by head coach of the Pella Christian boys basketball team, Marv Van Wyk, powered by Hy-Vee, following a 69-51 win against West Branch. Coach Van Wyk, we'll put it this way, coming out of the break, there was maybe a little bit of rust in that first quarter. Things weren't quite clicking in that first quarter, I would say. Maybe even a little bit into the second quarter, but overall, guys come out with a win to open up the 2025 portion of the schedule. How good does that feel to just get back in the win column?
It feels great. It feels great. It feels great always to win a game, right? Any game. And so we're definitely happy with that. And you're absolutely correct that we started off a little slow on both ends of the floor, but especially on the offensive end. It seemed like we were on our heels a little bit and not really being aggressive and attacking the way we want to. And so that was slowing us down a little bit, but our defense was keeping us in the game, keeping it close. So we're happy with that. But, yeah, the second half we came out and did some different things and kind of took advantage of the defense. They were playing a little better with some of the adjustments we made there, and then we started hitting some shots and getting some stops, so it all kind of started to snowball a little bit there.
Well, one thing that stands out to me, too, in this one is not neither team offensively really kind of found their rhythm in that first half, right? It was kind of a grudge match. One team would maybe get ahead by 2-4 points, then the other team would claw back, tie it, and maybe they would go ahead by 2 or 4. And games like that, they're really fun, especially at a break. How much do you feel like that helped your guys going into the locker room to have a game where they were being pushed to try to get better in that second half, knowing that, you know, you're coming off of 2 weeks of not seeing any game action, let alone here in the first half, you've got a dogfight against a squad that, you know, on paper, you know, the scoring averages were about the same coming in.
Right. So, yeah, I felt like at halftime that one of the first things we said to the guys was, hey, we're used to this kind of game. It was a good physical game, tight, scoring-wise, and we're perfectly at home with that. We're okay with that. We don't have to be blowing somebody out to feel like we're playing well. So, yeah, the message was we're just going to keep grinding, you know, and if that's what we have to do. And like I said, the second half we came out and we did some really good things to get a little bit of a cushion. And then I thought in the fourth quarter, I thought we wore them down a little bit. You know, our bench is a little deeper than theirs maybe, and we started getting some things going. And you know, credit to one of those players, the Harris kid, number 11, did a great job of keeping him in the game the second half because he was tough.
And you talk about that too. I wanted to touch on that. You get into that second half. It was a great offensive quarter for you guys, but I got to talk defensively too because you mentioned Jaden Harris on the defensive end of the floor for you guys. He was hitting everything. It felt like didn't matter whether he was contested or not. Everything just seemed to be falling for him there in that third quarter. And as a team, sometimes that can be really demoralizing when you've got an opponent who's just, no matter what you're doing, he's making shots. How do you feel like your guys handled that adversity of watching another guy doing that, knowing that obviously you pulled off the 18-point win, but how do you feel like your guys just kind of responded to that challenge that Harris kept throwing at him there in that third quarter?
I thought the kids, I kind of lost my head a little bit a couple times because we totally lost track of them. And other than that, I thought we did a really good job of contesting shots and being physical with them. But it's tough when it's the point guard, right? He gets the ball inbounds, and it's not like you can deny him getting a pass and make it really hard for him to get the ball because he's got the ball already. And they do a good job of setting screens for him. And like I said, we made some adjustments on how we defended that on the screens. But I thought, other than losing track of him a couple times, which, you know, to me is unacceptable with a player like that. You can't lose track of somebody like that. And so he hit a couple threes, wide open threes. And I told the guys, I said, I can hit those threes if you leave me open like that. So, and you can't lose track of the best player on their team. So other than that, I thought we did a great job of keeping our composure and just continuing to battle and push the ball and just play possession by possession.
And again, we're talking to head coach of the Pella Christian boys basketball team, Marv Van Wyk, powered by Hy-Vee, as you're listening to Pella Christian basketball on KNIA-KRLS.com, powered by Bank Iowa. And just looking at this game too in that moment, because we talk about the composure on the defensive end of the floor. It also led to the composure on the offensive end of the floor, right? A 25-point third quarter there. And I know the last time we had spoken was right before Christmas break against Grandview Christian. And unfortunately, we were on the receiving end of a scoring barrage like that, right? And seeing your guys come out here tonight and be able to find ways to score the basketball. Gilbert Flagel steps up in that third quarter, scores a lot of points. Deacon Branderhorst with a huge run to start the quarter, 8-0 run there. Garrett Wheeler got in on the action, and then Landon Franzman as well down low. Just a well-rounded approach offensively in that third quarter. What can you say about the offensive showing for you guys in the second half?
Yeah, I think that we did a great job of finding the open guy. And when we couldn't, we did a great job of knocking down some tough shots. So credit to our guys. They were doing a good job of attacking the basket. And that's one of the things that we need to continue to get better at against physical defenders that we're going to see game in and game out. We got to be able to be strong with the ball and get in the lane. And we did a much better job of that. We had some some finishes at the rim, like later in the fourth quarter there, Wyatt Snyder had a finish at the rim, and I think he got fouled by 3 people, but he still put it in the hoop. So things like that are just going to continue to make us better. And you mentioned Landon Franzman. I mean, he got some man-sized rebounds tonight. I mean, some of those rebounds, he's like, above the rim and above everybody else and just going and getting the ball. And he was just phenomenal. I felt like that was a huge part of the way we played the second half, that he was just getting rebounds on both ends of the floor.
Well, and one thing, too, that stands out to me that you just kind of alluded to with the way that Landon played is the physical nature. I know you mentioned it earlier on. Physical play is not anything new to you guys, but it felt like tonight they let him play a little bit more physical. Now, they would crack down on it at times, but it felt like when you got inside, it had to be almost an obvious foul for it to get called, and sometimes maybe even some generous calls inside as well, maybe. But when you get into a physical game like that and with the physical mentality that this team has, how big of an advantage is that when they let you play through some of that physicality and it's not a whistle-happy game?
Right. I love it, to be honest. I used to be, when I first got into coaching 30-plus years ago, I felt like it was more of a finesse game, and when it got physical, I felt like it wasn't. It was more like football or something than basketball. But that's the way the game's played today. At all levels, and you have to embrace it because that's the way it is. And so, we work hard on that every day in practice. Our guys challenge each other every day, and that makes us tougher when it comes to game time. So we're good with that, as long as I thought the officiating was great tonight. There's always going to be calls that you feel like could have went one way or the other. I'm sure their coach thought there was some calls that could have went one way or the other too on their side of things. So there's always going to be that, as long as they're being consistent or mostly consistent. I'm good with that, and as long as you can talk to them a little bit without them, being defensive about it, which they weren't. I'm okay with it. Let's just play. I love it.
I love it too. I love that physical approach. That was the way I played the game. I love watching that brand of basketball. Now, as we wrap up our conversation here and kind of go in closing with Marv Van Wyk, head coach of the Pella Christian Boys basketball team, brought to you by Lighton State Bank. Quick turnaround. Tuesday, you're back in the gym. You get at least one day off other than the weekend with that Monday being off, but you travel up to Newton and first road game in a couple weeks. So it's not been a season that's featured a lot of road tests. You got to go up there. I know Newton's a place that you love the environment for. Should be a great environment for some basketball. Then you got Pella to close out next week as well. But how do you get ready for that Newton game here over the weekend and on Monday so that you can keep this winning streak going and really start off this second semester with a lot of momentum?
Yeah, Newton's got a really nice team. They're very balanced, and they've got just good athletes all over the floor, and they defend really well and defend physically. And so I'm looking for that to be a really hot, contested battle, and we're looking forward to the challenge. And I just think that, every game we play is going to be that way, where we got to be ready to play good physical basketball, and we got to be ready to take advantage of the things we can. And there's some things with Newton we can do that. And I'm sure they feel like they have some things they can take advantage of with us. So I think it's just going to be a great game. And like you said, I think Newton is probably my favorite place outside of this one in the conference to play, because it's just a great atmosphere. It's a loud gym, and usually there's some, it's kind of like Oski and us, where there's lots of people that know each other back and forth from Newton, work together or whatever. And so it's a good rivalry that way. And there's just a lot of good energy in the gym. So I love going there.
Should be a lot of fun. Coach Van Wyk, looking forward to seeing how things go in Newton on Tuesday night. Best of luck to you as we go in closing, presented by Lighton State Bank. Grow strong with us. Coach, again, appreciate the time as always, and best of luck on Tuesday.
Thanks, Tyler. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. That was Marv Van Wyk, head coach of the Pella Christian Boys basketball team, powered by Hy-Vee, following a 69-51 win over West Branch. That'll do it for our coverage of Pella Christian High School boys basketball on 92 or on KNIA, KRLS.com, and on the Pella Christian YouTube channel. Thank you for tuning in. Again, 69-51. Eagles take down the Bears to kick off 2025.